everybody. This is episode blank of Give a Crit, the Fall of Mireon campaign. I'm joined by the usual people, including Joe, who could make it this week. We have Briar, played by Yona. We have Gregor, played by Yoi. We have Husker, played by Songbird. And we have Thal, played by Dave.
For the first time in costume.
For the first time, actually in costume.
Yeah, he is.
Looking fresh.
He's a bit muffled. We'll work on that, I guess.
Just turn him up.
I don't think we can work on that. I think that's just it.
Just speak up.
That's not bad.
Use your adult voice.
It gives you like a gruffness that you were lacking before.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of does.
Finally.
Finally, I'm gruff.
Finally.
I've always wanted this.
I'm
Soft boy no longer.
Gruffness.
But
Points are so cool.
I will. Somebody will give me a recap, and it cannot be Yoi because he wasn't here.
Deb's not me.
I think it should be Joey. 'Cause I want to see what he thinks happened. Yeah, I just kind of want you to make up the rest and see how close it is to truth.
Yeah, I think it's perfect.
So let's see. If I were Gregor, I mean I am Gregor. Last week, they fought the giant. I know that the giant was kind of defeated, and Briar successfully got the egg from the giant, but not before Thal and Husker kind of died, but then were brought back to life. Let's see. I also, Gregor, just as he was about to get hit, was whisked away somewhere to an undisclosed location. Let's see. Briar tried to perform the heck out of being dead for a little bit, but then didn't work out. Giant was mad, wanted egg back, and discovered that Briar was still alive and held his foot over the bodies of Husker and Thal and demanded to know where the egg was and what happened to it. And that's where I cut away. However, let me think what could have happened here.
Just kind of make shit up.
I
really
think
get silly with it.
Briar probably said, okay, I have the egg. But why is it so important to you? Maybe the giant answered, and then Briar talked her way into keeping the egg. Or she kept talking for 2 or 3 hours until the other woke up, and then they got to attack the giant again. Maybe.
I wish I did that instead.
Interesting.
They went, let's see, with the egg in hand or not, they went back to the headmaster and told him of what happened to the barbarians, and then got the sword that they needed, and then they went to the where did they take the sword? The serpents, right? To the lake snakes. And then he said, "Hey, I got the sword. Can you tell me what's up now, please?"
Calling them lake snakes
happened.
forever. Fuck yeah,
And
that's so good.
we'll call it there. You got somewhat close.
That's pretty good.
There was some stuff in there that matched up, but we'll allow that to come out during the story so that it's more
Cool. Love it.
realistic, I guess. But
One thing, I do love that your idea is that Briar just filibustered the giant for like 3 hours.
It's like, and then this happened, and then this happened.
but where we left off, you guys had just left to Hembora, or were about to leave to Hembora.
Yeah, I think we just dived into the elevator thing.
Okay. So we will pick up at the bottom of the elevator. Everyone is a bit tense right now, I believe. There's a little bit of tension going on.
Yeah, Husker was mad at me. But then we talked about it.
But regardless, you guys have agreed that it is appropriate now to move on to Elysia, I believe was the next stop.
I think so.
Am I here right now?
No, you have been whisked away. But upon the reassurance that Gregor is safe and very easily returnable, you guys have decided that it was a good idea to move on. At which point, as you guys start to leave the city, you start making your ways down through the crowded streets, as school seems to be going back into session right now. You hear a very loud chime of a cacophony of bells, as children start rushing past you. You get Briar, you get a bit of shell shock back to your student days.
I instinctively turn to start going to class and then get confused.
But you eventually make your way down to the gate, at which point you exit, seeing about half as many refugees as there were outside, all sort of conversating, really waiting, maybe lost, but as you guys exit, you feel a tenseness around you as the air thickens and stands still, and out of thin air thumps Gregor onto the ground. Gregor, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh no. I rolled, and it is a 20, not nat.
Oh, nice. So as you come out, you pop out of the pool about 10 feet up, and as you do, you roll, do a flip and land on your feet on the ground.
Okay.
Hi.
Yes, hello. I look around, trying to see where the giant is. How did it go with the giant?
Oh, he's totally dead.
That's good.
Very super dead.
Very super dead.
Yeah. He turned into a tree.
Who turned him into a tree?
Nobody. He did.
Oh,
I guess.
he just turned into a tree.
He turned into a tree, and then that tree disintegrated into ash.
Right.
So, but he's super dead, I assume.
Okay. Right, you're really focusing on how he is super dead. That's fine. I look at Husker. Do I see the sword on him?
We can't
Oh,
hear
we
you,
can't
by the
hear
way,
you.
Alex.
Whoa.
Nothing.
Nope.
It's like you muted.
And
There was a small technical issue.
This is Husker IRL in-game. There
There we go.
It's on my hip, right?
Yeah, if you put it there.
Yeah, I would have, yeah.
Then yes. You see a very, as you've seen it before, but you see a very simple scabbard, nothing of really show apart from the metal is slightly an off greenish colour from what you can tell, but only if you really focus on it. It just looks like a normal, everyday iron scabbard, really.
okay.
Green.
Husker, so is that it? And I point at the sword.
That is, yes, that is it. But it's not it.
Then what is it then?
The shopping list got a bit longer. If you're up for that.
All right. What do we have to get now?
A rock? I look at Avis is with us, yeah?
Yeah.
A rock people look through and see their dreams or whatever.
All right. Okay, where is this rock then?
Elysia. You been?
I open my little map that I have on my person, and I'm looking at the map now.
Sound of me looking at a map.
I have walked through Elysia, but I've not stayed there. yet. Okay, so we have to go get a rock now.
If I could interject, it isn't a rock, it is an emerald of Elysia. It is also, if I may share this, it is also maybe Elysia's most prized possession.
Mm-hmm.
Just
It's like a
the reason
tourist.
people come there.
Yeah.
To make that
Who's
pass
talking right now?
tense.
Who was that? That was.
Avis.
Avis.
Oh, you're still here.
Gregor. I get really close to
See,
Gregor.
yes.
Gregor, we're trying out a new thing, okay?
It's the new thing I whisper, hanging out with dumb people.
Dumb.
Get her.
Of all the words I would use to describe her, dumb is not one of them.
Avis leans in and goes, yes, Gregor, that's why you're here.
No, I push Avis away. No, darling, no. You're not doing. No, we talked about this.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
I'm going to give you courage.
That's
Please.
fine. I can. Okay, so when did you get this additional item, or this additional demand for this other item?
When I tried to cash in the sword, they were like, "That's great. You need some more though." Also, I have to fill the sword. I take it out and I hold it up. I don't suppose you have any spells you can part with, Gregor? Hmm?
Well, I look at. Wait, would I have to pop with spells permanently?
Yeah, I guess. I presume. I don't think
How do
Husker
you
understands how
spell
spell steal works.
No, no one really does. I think you had it identified, but it really didn't go in depth on how the sword works.
Yeah, so he's assuming how it works.
Well, I could. I don't know. I could cast a spell on the sword, I guess.
No, I think I have to hurt someone with it.
Also,
And the hurting.
as
I'm not
you
going to hurt you. Gregor.
as you pull out the sword and look at it closely now, you see a series of 25 identical runes going down the blade of each side of the sword.
Fuck. It's a hungry sword. If I can assume what that means.
You can assume whatever you want.
Which I think I can assume what that means. He did not say a series of runes, he said 25 runes.
On each side.
Motherfucker.
Alright,
Okay.
well. So I'm glad to see you
wanna-
guys are all alive. Guess shall we go to Elysia?
We shall, after you explain where the hell you were, Gregor.
Yeah, she
You have a
just disappeared.
spirit guardian whispering you away at any moment.
It was as if I was in a different plane. I was falling the entire time, and then just before I was about to hit the ground, I popped back in here.
As I said, he's safe.
I did not like it. It was not a fun ride.
But you're here now, Gregor.
Yes,
No
I
more
was just about to one-shot that giant too, and then I was taken away.
I know, darling, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know, sweetie.
So we're heading to Elysia then?
Yeah.
Fine by me.
Go get a rock. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean emerald.
You may call it a rock, I was just
It
elaborating.
is a rock.
There is a difference between picking up a pebble in Elysia and stealing the emerald of Elysia. I just wanted everyone to be aware of that.
Okay.
Obviously,
Enough
can
for
you
us.
do that?
Are we welcome in Elysia? What is the
You are not.
nature of, I don't know.
You can roll an intelligence check if you'd like. You've been through that,
Asking
so.
if they're racist. Are they racist?
What? 15.
15?
Yep.
You know that Elysia is a tourist city. They don't really even have walls. Like, they have, like, small palisades. It's really open.
Okay.
In fact, with 15, you know that a few years ago there was, during the sort of end stretch of the war, there was a lot of, what was it called? Effort to try to make Elysium have walls. But the Grand Architect decided against it because it would ruin the view.
My aesthetic.
Well, we should be able to get in there pretty easily, but I turn to Avis. I imagine the Emerald is not just out in the open for folks to walk up to.
Well, that's complicated. It is, because people pay to look through it, but it is very heavily guarded. It is like a piece of artwork in a gallery, you could say.
Well, let's go get into some more trouble then.
Before we head out of the gate, can I grab a guard of any description
Okay.
and just be like, give a vague description of the guy that I gave my jacket to, that there was blood and stuff, and be like, if you see him, would you give him these 3 gold pieces, and if he never shows up, you can keep them, but I feel bad, he took a lot of damage for me, and I would like to repay him, if you ever see him.
Sure.
I'm trusting you here.
He's
And I like
pocketing that.
look him in the eyes. I want to insight to see if he's a reliable
Go ahead.
guard. Is this a good guard or a bad guard?
All guards are bastards.
I rolled a 9, so.
Seemed like he'd be chill.
Okay, well, thank you. I like gently pat his arm and then head off to the group. Okay, ready to go. Everybody got everything we need for traveling. Did we get the horses
Long
out?
way.
We did get the horses
Yeah,
out.
you have your horse. Says.
Yeah. Extracted
Do you
them
have
from the base.
a rest at all?
You could have had a short
Yeah,
rest.
he's been falling.
Mhm.
Took a short rest as he was falling.
We got short rests as we pretended to be dead.
That's
it.
true.
Then
I wasn't
that's
pretending.
okay.
You were pretending.
Yeah.
You were pretending.
I was dead.
I was dead.
I hop up onto my horse.
Okay, okay. No problemo.
Catch you losers there.
Just
Start running.
Damn. Get up on my horse. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I must beat Avis there.
as you say that, Avis looks up at you, Gregor, and goes, "Is there room for one more?"
I do the thing where you're going on a road trip with friends and you're trying to figure out who's driving in whose car, but you don't want that one person in your car, so I'm trying to elicit that or project that feeling when I look at other people's horses, trying to see.
I think I'm the only other one with a horse.
And you've already run
And I
off.
just ran away.
I am a horse. Thal is on my back.
Might be a bit awkward.
Right.
Time around.
So then, yeah, I guess sure. If you need a ride or whatever, you
Could I get a
can.
hand?
on, Gregor,
I look at
come
the
on.
sky. All right, and I reach down my hand, help pull Avis up.
Come on, Greg.
All right, hold on, and no, we're not stopping for bathroom breaks.
The fuck?
And I'll piss on your horse.
Gregor, yeah, I'll piss on your horse.
So
Gallop
good.
away.
From the distance, I'm like, catch up, losers!
I cast Mage Hand to like slap the horse's ass, to like get to go
Oh my
faster.
god. I'm like shoulder checking Briar's horse. I am the ultimate horse.
Gregor, would you like to win this race?
Yes, I would.
She reaches down and past the side of the horse, and as she does, she casts haste on the horse.
No.
Fuck.
Cheap. Cheap.
Which at that point, the horse doubles in speed.
Fuck.
Hell yeah.
You see this horse, I think it's 50 feet by default, you see this horse zoom past you at 100 feet per second, feet per round, I think? Feet per 6 seconds.
Per second.
Just, vroom,
I'm gonna
Per second, babe.
per second, vroom. No, 100 feet per 6 seconds per round.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Actually, 200 feet per 6 seconds because of dash, so...
Yeah.
Actually,
Memes.
no way, because you can also dash as a bonus action, so 300 feet per 6 seconds. So,
Jesus
200
Christ.
feet a second. No, 50 feet
Go
a second. My bad.
And slow
trying to
motion
map.
would give
Too much
like,
math.
excuses. That's like the slow motion. That's like
50 feet a second.
speed on by.
I'm gonna stroke my horse's hair and be like, yeah, what they don't know though is that horse is gonna pass out in 2 seconds.
Yeah, and you are running that horse. You're redlining that horse. It is not gonna make it to Elysia.
I'm gonna keep my horse at steady, fast pace.
Yeah.
As you guys all make your way down south, you see very quickly approaching, after a few hours of riding, quite a collection of people on the side of the road, all sort of following a... Everyone roll perception?
Oy. Ow.
I'm very good at perceiving. You leave this one to me, gang.
Does
Six.
perception have anything to do with hearing?
Gregor has never
Nope.
perceived anything in his life. I get 20.
18.
What did I say?
20, 18, 6. Thal?
Also 18.
13. Okay, awesome. So everyone but Gregor.
He's going too
Gregor's
fast.
going too fast
Yeah.
to perceive anything.
You guys notice that they're all sort of surrounding what looks like a very thin blue line, which goes in a giant circle, which you guys can assume
Shit.
as you arrive is the border of the newly created Fallout zone for magic.
Fuck me, where was that again?
That was surrounding Clovermore
I'm gonna slow down a
in a
little
very
bit.
large circle.
Just to keep a
But-
close eye on the horse that Avis and Gregor are riding on right now. Watch what happens.
Well, no, as you they're covering the road, like they're like surrounding the circle, or like some at different heights in terms of like some on the ground looking and some looking around. But you guys all have to slow down to meet them.
What? Yeah, this ain't gonna work, babe. I'm in beast form. We can't go in there. I'm gonna turn back into Husker, and Thal's gonna crush me with his giant ass.
Can't we go round? Also, isn't that like a natural magic, not an arcane magic? I don't know how that works.
It didn't work. I couldn't do it.
Oh, okay. So it's
I
all
couldn't
magic.
wild shape. It's like all magic.
Can we go round?
I
Uh,
gotta be able to go right.
Reach Elysia, does it?
We can't go in there. We're wanted criminals in there. We can't.
Yeah. We do need to but it
and if you
really,
wanted criminals, no one knows you've done it.
we will need to go round
Still,
in the wilderness, though.
Yeah, I need to find it, but it would add quite a long time to your traversal, though.
We could just ride through as normal horses. You guys could be on the back. One of you could go on the back of mine. One of you, we could just walk through. Might take a while.
yes.
But
It was like 70 miles.
yeah, it's gonna be a long walk.
Long way to walk. We should just go around it if we're gonna have to walk through it anyway.
What if?
I'm not saying this in character because I am a horse.
What if
So.
Thal?
Hey.
What if Thal puts his shield on the ground and we tie it to a horse with ropes, and he just gets dragged along behind,
Fucking
Like a-
skit. We're gonna skitch our way through.
and
Hell
then we could go at like
I'll
full
skip it.
speed, and he could just hold on.
Right.
I do feel a bit for the horse that has to pull 2 people and then...
And
I
Thal.
think it's skitching.
Yeah,
I don't think
true.
it's gonna
I
cut
would
it.
love to try. I would love to try.
Well, we could balance
Just
it.
work
We
the
could put Husker on the horse with Avis and Gregor, and then you could be on the back of my horse, and then it's kind of balanced out.
You're gonna put 3 people on that horse.
Yeah, well, Avis is the biggest one there.
Is she?
Yeah,
Bigger than
she's-
Gregor?
Try to, like,
Yeah, she's big.
try to like
Sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure.
Make myself bigger.
She's my
I can hear
girlfriend.
you now.
I get it. I understand that. We can't go in there, gang. Gang, we cannot go in there.
Why couldn't we just walk?
It's 70
Too long.
miles.
It's too fucking long.
Are you in any
Too much-
particular rush?
I mean,
Yeah?
I assume that Husker is. He is not able to
God.
talk to us, but he is bleeding a lot. So, he's doing hella nays right now.
Yeah. You said bleeding? I thought you said
Yeah.
bleeding.
He is bleeding a lot.
Someone help Husker.
We
Yeah,
gotta,
I am.
We gotta run
like,
around.
I'm like trying to walk around it. I'm like, nope. Nope. Y'all's
doesn't-
coming with me. Nope.
Because he'll not be in his form anymore.
Right.
So we have to go
I mean, we
significantly
have to
slower.
get there anyway.
Yeah.
We're going to have to walk, or
I feel like when we go from walking from one end of this to the other and going through the wildlife, we're kind of just balancing out the time frame. Like either way, it's going to take ages. And one
but
way, we don't have to
yeah.
take him out of horse form.
And you guys want to be in there with no magic? Forget about it. We're gonna get fucked.
I'm not opposed to going through the wilderness, honestly. We'll probably be at a lot of risk. Like there might be a lot of
We'll have our
enemies
magic.
out there, but yeah, we could fight them.
Maybe we could have our magic.
yes, I would like to have magic if that is an option.
So we're going to the right, I guess.
How large you said this area was?
Like 70 miles or something.
Alright. That will take you quite close to Citadel, which I do believe there was an issue with.
Let me
Yeah, we will get close.
I got the
see.
picture.
Layout.
No.
Check this map. Peep this map. Oh shit.
We could go back to Citadel, right? It's not like we'll be
Hmm.
We can go past
mean-
anything there.
the outside.
Right.
We can skirt it. Let's just not go in there.
Just
Yeah.
go around the
I think
outside
that
of it.
It'll be fine. And no one will even know.
Be fine.
All right.
What?
We're going to Alicia. I would love to go back home and get my painting supplies, but that's it.
True.
It's not important.
I make a
Everything to
confused
work out.
horse noise. What?
We can add that to our travels at some point.
We can.
I'll just go buy
though,
him. I'll just buy a
Yeah.
new set.
Oh, fair enough.
I think we.
Yeah, show me that.
That would
Oh
be
my-
fine. We can go through the forest. The trees will
I'd
cover
let
us.
the horse walk.
So around?
Yeah, let's go around. The trees
Around.
will cover us up anyway. We'll be fine.
Okay.
We just gotta keep a close eye out for enemies.
As you start skipping round the border, it just starts turning towards nighttime.
Should we stop before we go in the forest and rest?
Smart.
Or like on the edge of the forest where it's safest?
Probably best.
That is a good idea, Briar. I think we should do that.
I'm gonna hop off my horse and tie it up to the tree.
You notice as you guys start like finding a place to stay, you notice there's actually quite a few other small caravans of people off to the sides who have also been blocked from getting through by whoever these people are. That have decided that either they're gonna go through and just wait out the night, or they're gonna go around as well, and also like starting to settle down for the night.
Good safety in numbers.
I'm gonna pop up my tent and everything. My bedroll. Not my tent. I don't have a tent. I'm not fancy.
I'll do the same.
Federal.
Start a little fire.
I'll do like, even though we'll sleep, I'm still gonna do like Song of Rest
Yeah,
Nice.
play us a ditty.
by
Play us a
by-
ditty.
You're that guy at like on camping trips that like sits by the fire and like just plays Wonderwall all night.
100%. Anyway, here's one.
And you do you do a few small songs, bardic songs of stories of the battles of for Mireon and the great champions that have risen and fallen throughout the time. And night eventually passes. You all any of you guys who takes watches? Do you guys take watches, or do you all just sleep?
I'm happy to take some watches. I can take 2.
Maybe I'll do the first watch since maybe I've played everyone to bed, and I'll just stay up a little bit longer for the first watch.
Sure.
So you would have to do the
Jiggly puffed us to sleep.
So the elves, the trade-off for elves is that you need to do 2 next to each other. So
Yeah.
you'd either have to do you'd have to do the last 2 if he takes the first one.
Yeah, because I need to rest long enough.
Yeah.
So I'll take the last 2. Someone wants to get up after Gregor and do a quick watch before him, or before me. Thal?
You can do that.
Oh, or both of you could, if you want.
If you want to take it, feel free to take it.
Sure.
And I settle in for the night. I'm gonna give, until I fall asleep, as it gets darker, I'm gonna dancing lights so that anybody that's still trying to set up any camps further away, I'm gonna like help them out a bit. Just send the lights over there.
Cute. Night lights.
Both you and Avis, as you like lean back, both of you at the exact same time pop out dancing lights, and she looks at you and goes, "All right," and then the hers settle around your camp.
You can help too, you know. I'm like sending them off to the camp next.
I wasn't planning on helping them.
Oh. Can I have one next to my bed?
Good night light.
I'm just gonna keep like.
How close
poking it.
do Avis and Briar sleep to each other?
Right.
That mostly depends on Briar actually. Avis, doesn't really wait. She sets up camp bedroll like a little bit further away, like an appropriate distance from the fire that it isn't too warm and isn't too cold, but doesn't particularly do it anywhere. It depends whether Briar puts down her bedroll.
I imagine that Briar makes a big deal of sleeping far away from Avis, but then throughout the night as she's asleep, she like keeps shuffling the bedroll over
My
to her.
god. My god.
Love it.
So you see, at the night time when you guys are all going to sleep, they're on the opposite sides of the campfire from each other.
Yep.
But I was like throughout the night, I'm just shuffling her.
Mm-hmm.
So Gregor.
Yeah. Okay.
Husker,
So
and me.
everybody who's giving me watches, give me a perception check. Briar, give me 2.
I'm gonna perceive this shit out of you.
But give me 1 at a time. Do your first and then do your second.
10.
10.
17.
17. Okay, so Gregor, first watch. As the night comes to a close, as always, you see the 2 moons pass by each other, not over or under. That only happens on the night of celebration. Right now, they just pass by each other in the sky, going in opposite directions. And the sky is filled with stars, more stars than you ever remember seeing. Light pollution isn't really an issue right now, but still, well within cities, you see a lot less of the night sky. And this is the first time you've really taken the time to look up and take it in. And
I do just that.
the sky is peaceful and quiet. It takes you back a little bit to your home, to where you left behind to arrive where you are right now. And it's just a moment of contemplation before your watch is up and you go wake up Husker.
Feathered one, it's your turn.
Any trouble?
Nope, just the stars in the sky making themselves known.
Feeling poetic, Gregor?
Always.
Just pat him on the shoulder. I'm gonna write that one down.
And you bed down for the night. Husker, what did you roll again?
It was a 10.
A 10. Okay. In a very similar vein, you feel the night press on. You're a bit tired. You really hadn't recovered. Haven't had time to wake yourself up from your short nap for the first hour or so of the watch, and everything feels a bit hazy, like a bit dreamlike. You look around, and every now and then you think you hear like the rustle of bushes and like the snapping of branches, and then as you look over, you see somebody from one of the other camps going further into the forest to relieve themselves or something. You feel a little bit on edge, but nothing comes of it for the rest of the night. You maybe look up a little bit and see the stars after Gregor's prompting, and yeah, you see that they have made themselves known, shining a little bit brighter than you remember from the nights past. And your watch is up. Briar, at this point, Briar gets up and walks over to you to tell you to go to sleep because that's the end of her entire sleep.
Bedtime, you.
Oh.
I like pat his head.
Oh,
Go sleep. I got this.
okay.
My first roll was a 10.
Okay. Very similar. As you wake him up, trancing is different to sleeping. It's not quite as you don't shut your body down quite as much as people who sleep do, but it still does take a few minutes for your eyes to adjust from when you close them. This sort of hazy, this sort of like bright but colourful world suddenly becomes dark and a bit colder. That feeling washes over you. The fire crumbling into embers at this point. And you don't really take much in. You're kind of lost in your own thoughts from the few situations you've been in recently. The meeting Avis again and seeing your old principal, and then fighting a giant who seemed to prod at nerves that you didn't know you had.
Yeah, I kind of just spend this whole watch staring at Avis who's asleep. Just like drilling holes
Creepy.
into her.
Creepy. Creepy.
And upon a few hours, you realise that you've been dissociated for too long, and you start to look around. Roll me your second check.
14.
14.
Yeah.
This time you've taken a bit more, but you notice that because of this, you missed the thing that everyone else enjoyed this night. As you look up and look around, you see that the sky has brightened into a pale orange, and the stars have gone to bed. The moon's setting both in the south and the north, and the sun rising in the east.
I'm
And
gonna
your watch is up.
wake everyone up by starting to do my morning ritual of dancing in the sunrise.
Oh my god, right.
So I'm gonna go around and like gently kind of nudge people as I'm like dancing around the campfire and like getting it relit for breakfast. And like sort of like kicking them slightly with my feet.
How do you
You're
relight the
that over
campfire?
cheery person. Like,
I'm gonna use prestidigitation can do that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like
The fire bursts into flames. You hear the faint crackle as you all get a small nudge, being awoken from your slumber and whatever dreams plagued you this night.
Good morning.
Lovely night of sleep. Good morning.
Are we all ready to go again? I haven't got anything to cook. I could go find some eggs, maybe.
eggs, you say.
You don't want those?
Eggs, you say.
You don't want eggs?
I would love eggs. I look in my bag to see if, like a mom looking in her purse to see if she has any food. Do I have?
You don't want eggs, Husker? What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Love eggs.
You see Avis like get up and stretch a little bit and fish inside her bag and goes, I don't know if this is presumptuous, Husker, but and she pulls out like a bag of like sunflower seeds. Is that
Yeah.
better?
I think that's racist.
So it's like
It's racist, but he loves sunflower seeds.
It totally is.
You
like-
put some
Yeah,
haggis
but he
for a
loves
Scottish
them.
person.
So he's like,
They're like my favorite snack, so if you like them, that's good. I don't know. Would you like some?
I would like some.
Alright. She like pulls some onto like a small wooden bowl and hands them over.
For an hour cooker, is having eggs for breakfast like having placenta for breakfast?
The fuck?
Is it like this? Is it like comparable?
Why'd you have to
He's-
say it like that?
He's goofing because birds eat other eggs all the time.
Yeah.
I love that
Yeah.
shit.
Good.
It's true.
Yeah, he's just fucking with you. Because he eats the seeds.
I'm gonna go shake some trees, see if I can get some nests to fall out.
Oh,
Is that how you look for eggs? Just shake trees.
Roll like a
no.
D100.
Okay.
Girl, even if you got what you wanted, the egg would fall. It'd break.
I'm gonna try and catch it. Okay.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
I'm making a point of how Briar is definitely not suited for the outside world.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
A D100, you say?
I want to go help Briar and have Mage Hand, like, beneath wherever she's shaking to get ready to catch the egg.
I got a 58.
58. So as you're going around, you're trying to shake these large oak trees, and you're like pushing against them, and it isn't really doing anything. Every now and then you find like a thinner like birch tree, and you shake it, and 1 or 2 eggs fall out at one point. You shake it, and an entire nest of chicks falls out of the tree and hits the ground. You look underneath, and there's a few broken wings. Maybe you haven't done a very nice thing here.
Wait, Gregor's with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fuck, I can't hide this.
Gregor, you see this.
Oh, this, perhaps we didn't think it through. I look down at the little birds, and...
Can you help them?
I can. Can I cast, can I get away with casting Mending on the bird?
Mending, no, they're not material.
No!
Alright.
I will allow you to target them all with 1 healing spell.
Okay. I will do I'll do a level 1 Cure Wounds on them.
Okay. You just put your giant orcish hand over all of the chicks and irradiate a positive energy, which...
Did the nest fall with them?
Yeah.
Okay, once he's done that, can I just like
mend the
scoop
nest.
them up into the nest?
You would have to mend the nest. The nest is also like broken into a few smaller pieces.
Okay, then I can definitely mend the nest, and I do
Okay,
that.
then you mend the nest and
Put the chicks back
place
in.
it gently back up in the tree.
Can I see this? Can I see what the fuck just happened?
Roll perception?
I'd like to perceive that.
Did I catch the eggs though?
Yes, the eggs were caught between you and
hell.
Gregor. You only got
23.
like 3 of them.
That's enough. We only
23. You notice
shit
all
out
of
of
this.
Perceive it. Briar!
What?
What the fuck?
What?
They're
Everything's
children!
fine now.
They're fine.
The fuck? I like elbowing Thal, like, can you believe these live birds? Unbelievable. I
They're
know.
I don't like what I'm seeing.
They got eggs.
Yeah,
Not
you
eggs.
enjoy. You enjoy. We'll pass.
You don't want
Me-
any?
No, the egg bros will pass. No,
Does anybody
we
want
understand
eggs?
what it's like.
I would love eggs.
Okay, thanks, Gregor.
I'm trying this
Why
whole
eat your children?
vegetarian vegan thing.
Oh,
Oh really?
Alright.
Plenty
okay.
of grass.
Well, more eggs for us, Gregor.
More eggs for us.
I'm gonna just make like a big old scrambled egg and share it between the two
Love
of us.
it. Yep.
They say eating animal products increases chances of getting the mana plague, so I'm avoiding that.
You can't
Well,
believe
they
every
say a lot of
story.
things.
Yeah.
So, it is fine. We will eat our eggs and enjoy it, not feel guilty for it. Thank you.
You
Share
should
my
feel
fork
a
for
little
like
guilty.
an eggs cheers.
Yeah, I do that.
God, imagine the great things those birds could have done.
Which ones? The ones in the eggs?
Yes,
There weren't any. Look.
I wonder why.
You know, not
Right.
every egg is fertilized, right?
True.
In nature, yeah. You didn't get him out of a chicken coop. You got
These
him out of a
ones
fucking...
didn't. It
You
didn't
think
have a
wild
bird in
birds
it.
are laying unfertilized eggs?
It didn't have a bird in it. Okay.
Do we need to like? No, you know what? Let's just go. Let's just.
Biology
going.
class in here.
That is a good idea.
For real. This is the first time you've been outside, Briar?
I just like look around a bit and then start getting my horse ready to go. I just
Okay.
don't answer.
And do the same. I'm getting my after I finish eating eggs and get my horse ready.
Never went hiking as a kid, did you, Thal? It was
Well,
a
we
really...
went out to the local area quite often, but never into the deep wilderness, did we?
She never really absorbed any of that information, huh?
bullshit other areas you want to focus on.
Like?
Well, magic, for one. You gotta do something for. I don't know, you don't need to know about eggs to get in there.
Eggs.
Imagine that's like in the
Eggs.
exam.
Eggs.
Unless you're wanting to study manor husbandry, like owl bears and such.
Ooh.
Right.
Fair point. You do need to know about eggs. I don't think she was doing that.
That was never her area of expertise, though.
Are you guys talking about me over there?
No, darling, no.
Hers was more the area of like manor husbandry, oblivion, you know, about wiping out large swaths of creatures
Oh,
with very small
oh
effort.
dear.
Huh.
Probably the vibe I get from our dear Briar.
No, our dear Briar is a complicated one.
Are you guys coming?
Yes, dear.
Yes.
Can we park next to water next time? I can catch fish better than I can catch birds.
That would be less insulting for me, I think.
Sure, but if we have fish, we're not ripping a child away from its fish mother. Is that...
Well,
Fish don't have feelings.
well, recently the Citadel University of Politics and Ethics has decided that crabs and lobsters
And squids.
are sentient, and squids. So
How did it take so fucking long for us to admit that? Of course they were. Of course they were. Stop boiling them alive, guys.
They
Chill.
literally scream.
They fucking
Really?
screamed. It's just air escaping the shell. No, they're screaming!
Anyway,
Getting fired up about this.
very aggressive tangent.
Wait, yeah, Jesus. What are we doing?
Is there even more on the way down there? I don't think so.
also the water's like not very, you know, doable. So much to move on.
What do you mean? I
Okay,
Gallop.
not doable.
so you guys start heading your way around. Has as much of the border as you can see. Are you guys trying to like give it a wide berth or like hug the border because you guys don't want to go too close to the Citadel, right?
No, I don't want to slip in there and accidentally get crushed by Thal. No.
I think like bang in the center as far as we
It's
can.
kind of hard to be bang in the center.
Eng center.
I'd be aiming closer to Clovermoor than Citadel personally for my horse.
So I'm
It's not like a
west of her.
It's like
She's
it's not like a massive dome that you can see. It's an invisible circle. You know what I mean? Like yeah, like one of you who isn't Husker could be on the inside. So like if your magic drops, then you can say, okay, so I'm gonna assume that you're hugging the border, but like with one person that isn't Husker.
I'll hug the border, and to make it easier, I'll also have like dancing lights just following after me, so that if I go in, it'll be obvious.
Alright.
As you get closer and closer, I need everyone. What's everyone's passive perception? I should write this down somewhere so
It's
I have
pretty
it for future.
good.
15.
Look at that.
15?
16.
Mine is 13.
16. 13.
For
Whoa.
flavor, I want to do this thing where you put your hand out the window of a vehicle, but I have mage hand and it's out, and if it's going against the edge of the border, like part of the mage hand is like like gets wisped away, and then I pull it out, and the rest of my hand like
Okay.
appears, you know.
That's fine.
That's good.
So what was the numbers again?
16.
16, 15,
13.
13,
Well,
12. Okay.
Well,
I'll say the 15 and the 16. You guys notice immediately, like about 10 minutes into your journey around the border, probably were not 10 minutes, like an hour. It's kind of hard to say. Like maybe about like half an hour to 45 minutes into your journey around the border of this large dome, kind of where Citadel comes to its closest to the circle, you both start to smell burning.
fuck.
I look left and right to see.
And as you start looking around, you see reeves of billowing smoke forcing against you coming from Citadel's direction. And almost instantly you see fire in the woods around you. As you start heading forwards, you see the fire sort of slightly turning in towards the border. Do you keep following the circle, or do you stop moving?
Is it jumpable?
No, like the entire trees are wreathed in flames.
So we'd have to go into the circle to...
Well, right now it's not like pushing. It's not like quite pushing you in. Yeah, it's just turning around the border. Like that's what I'm asking. Are you going to keep going and following the border? Or are you stopping where you are right now? Because that changes things.
The forest is on fire.
The forest that you are currently in seems to be on fire to your right, so towards Citadel.
Okay.
But not on your left towards Clovermore.
Yeah. I drop B shape.
I guess I
kick
saw.
Thal off.
Okay.
He's done. I create water. You understand? I don't give a shit about anything anymore. I'm putting this fire out.
Oh dang. Does the fire stop at the edge of that dome?
It doesn't go within the dome, really. But also, it's still maybe like a few feet, like 20, 30 feet away from the edge of the border. It's not quite spread that far yet.
Okay.
But it could do. It could be. You're also just stopped here. It looks like it starts turning in more towards where you were heading, so it could be past the border, further up. You start trying to put the fire out.
Yeah, I'm looking at. Guess the tidal wave. It's an intense one. Because create water is like not that much. It's not that much water.
It isn't.
Create or destroy water is
10 gallons of water.
10 gallons. That's not very much. Yeah, that's not
But
gonna
also
cut it.
tidal wave might hurt things.
It will hurt a
Yeah,
lot
exactly,
of
that's the-
wildlife.
Yeah, that's the other problem.
That's why I can't help you in this situation.
I stop, but I just try to keep the horses calm.
Yeah, the horses are starting to freak out a little bit. Roll me an animal handling check. Also, everyone, roll me a Constitution saving throw. As you guys are inside this oppressive, smoky environment.
I got an 11 for animal handling
Okay.
and a Constitution save.
Yeah.
I
17.
got 20.
20, 17.
Save. Wait.
Thal, have you got one?
Oh yeah.
Pardon?
14. Oh.
So we got 20. What were you, Briar?
17.
Gregor?
14.
14. Thal?
15.
15. Okay. Thal, Gregor, you guys, your eyes start to water and burn as the smoke is billowing into your face and going down your throat. As that happens, Gregor, you go to wipe your eyes, letting go of the reins of the horses, and they start barreling off into the forest to the left of you, away from the smoke.
Can I be using prestidigitation to cast gusts of smoke around them to try and disperse the smoke as much as possible? Gusts of air to blow away the smoke.
To who?
To Thal and Gregor.
Yeah. Right now, they're not really hindered by this, but if it gets any worse, then they might be.
I'm gonna try to go get the horses if I can. Kind of need.
They're running full sprint towards Clovermore, pretty much.
Oh, okay. The horses have fled.
You could maybe go get them. You could try. They're currently in a forest, so that's such a good point. They can't full sprint because they might crash into trees, but they're going pretty fast, trying to weave between them. So you could go try to catch them.
I'm gonna go try to call them and see, because hopefully they're used to us by some point and they know that we give them food. So.
So you chase after them about 30 feet into the forest.
Yeah.
Try roll me another animal handling.
Okay.
Can I help him?
Yeah, sure. You can go with him if you'd like.
I wanna cast speak with animals and shout after them. Try
Okay.
and
Oh, nice.
What do you shout?
Come back.
Come back. Just chill.
I got 15 for animal handling.
Okay, and Thal, you run after them a little bit as well, and you cast cast speak with animals, and what do you shout?
I won't hurt you. We'll keep you safe. Please come back.
Roll me a persuasion.
Persuade this horse.
bees, we'll see.
Once they run away, I move my prestidigitation over to Husker since he seems to be the one helping the forest right now.
Thank you.
Give you so many apples.
19.
19. One of the horses sort of stops and turns around, and the other one keeps going. One of them seems like he's totally gone, but the other one seems sort of torn between whether or not to come back or not.
Oh, your horse friend.
We'll say it's Briar's horse is the one that's conflicted. Yeah. 1 second though. Let's go over to Husker. Husker, you cast Create Water.
No, I'm thinking about right now. Wall of water seems like a good idea to separate us from this like oppressive heat. How extensive is this wildfire?
It's sort of started like so. You're maybe 10 feet into it now. There's like you can see it slowly spreading from where you came from. But you stopped pretty sharpish as soon as you entered into this zone where the fire is. But it seems to stretch ahead of you quite far.
Like inconceivable that I could possibly.
It's kind of hard to see between like the trees and the smoke. It's very like obscuring.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think. So I can wall of water. That's concentration. Can I wall of water, which creates a significant quantity of water, and then what is it? Control water. You feel me? You feel where I'm getting at?
I feel.
Shape water. That's what it is. Because that's not concentration.
Let's see.
Concentrate on the wall of water, and then just like cantrip, like shove pieces of the wall of water towards fire.
See, the issue is shape water doesn't actually move the water.
Oh, beans, it doesn't?
No, you can make it into shapes, you can change its opacity, you can freeze it, or you can make it change direction.
Instantly move or otherwise change the flow of water as you direct up to 5 feet in any direction.
Oh, move. I missed that part. Yeah, you mean slightly? Like, yeah, so... Yeah, so you can create a wall of water that you can, like, sort of, like, have tendrils of water extend 5 feet and slam into, like, trees on the other side of it. But,
yeah,
like I said, it's only about 5 feet. Okay, so you mark the spell slots down, and then cantrip, obviously, is the shape of water, and you start firing it out. But the area behind it you can't really see because of the water, but you assume it's sort of putting it out. You do see the fire spreading still to the right of you because it's sort of past the wall. In the forest, we'll head back to Thal. Thal, what do you want to say?
We're ready to put the fire out. We're gonna get it under control. Can you please get your horse friend and bring him back?
I put the onus on the horse to do it.
Roll persuasion one more time.
Persuade this horse. Come on, Paladin.
Before.
Ooh, nice.
The horse like looks at you and then looks back. Oh, right. And then runs off towards where the horse went.
Thank you. We've got plenty of food for you when you come back.
Okay. I'll bear that in mind.
Can I switch up my prestidigitation to snuff out all the small bits of fire left on our side?
Yeah, like you...
To stop them
You're
from
getting the
starting
little
fires
fires.
again, yeah.
Okay, first things first. Go on, sorry. Go ahead.
I'll just tell Gregor, don't bother chasing after them. We'll come back.
All right.
Let's go help with
Okay.
the fire.
All right.
I don't have a very good map for this, so 1 second. I'm trying to set this up. Briar, Husker. You guys are over there. The map that I have, there isn't a river, but there's a river in the map, so just bear that in mind. The river does not exist.
Okay.
The river's the wall.
That could have
wall
really
of water.
helped with the whole fire situation.
It would have, that's why it doesn't exist.
No, it's the
Fuck
wall
you.
of water, easy peasy.
Oh yeah, it could be the wall of water, I guess, but no. And then you guys
What
are
is
like...
Avis doing in this situation?
Avis...
Just laughing.
She's the one. She's lighting fire.
Avis is
Doesn't
like...
give a shit.
Avis is sat on the
Starting
ground.
fires?
I have to chase her around with my prestidigitation.
You bitch. That's so Avis.
Avis has...
I don't know what she would have to help, so.
Avis kind of frozen.
Like, literally frozen?
No, like
She just doesn't
the
know what
horse.
to do.
Like as the horse knocked you guys off. You know, like well, it didn't knock. When Gregor got off, the horse galloped away, and she sort of fell off on the ground. Is now sat on the ground, eyes wide, looking at the fire around you
So
guys.
she's in shock.
A little bit.
She's
Okay.
on fire.
Um,
Yep.
okay. Is everyone on roll 20?
Yes.
Let me pull you on over.
Oh shit.
Oh, no.
But I am.
We're all the way over there, dang.
Let me go over here. So as you say, let's head back to help with the fire, Thal. You see, we'll leave that there. Go back over to the to Husker and Briar. What are you guys doing?
I'm just like continuing this. I think I have a lot of water to burn through.
Okay, you just. Briar, do you want to do
Yeah,
anything?
moving is necessary, yeah.
Just doing the same, like I'm just putting out what's left on our side to try and make it stop spreading. And sort of like quietly trying to get Avis to get herself together. Sort of being like, come on. We need you right now.
I knew she
Okay.
was a coward.
Roll me like a persuasion.
Roll a girlfriend check.
Roll a
Girlfriend check.
Girlfriend check.
Persuasion, you
Check.
say.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a 21.
Nice.
21. Okay. As you say that, she's like sort of goes on looking widely at everything, like looking widely at you. You feel like you made like a little bit of an impact, but you're not quite there yet.
Okay.
Um,
I'm trying to keep my face as calm as possible to help her out. While I'm like behind me, like going like.
Okay. Thal. Does a 22 hit?
Me.
Yes.
It's the horse.
The horse comes back.
They turned on
No!
us.
Okay, the 22 hits. So you take...
Are we getting the battle map on the stream?
Yes, 1 second. You take 16 points of piercing damage. And 21 point... Oh no, I need you to make I need you to make a constitution saving throw.
Holy shit.
16.
Not bad.
16?
Yes.
Okay. As you turn, you see this arrow lodged into your... Like, this bolt lodged into your shoulder. And you feel sort of something pulling at the place where it hit. You feel this painful sensation going throughout your whole body, but you shrug it off and you push it away. As you pull out the arrow, you see it's covered in sort of like this silvery, like, liquid, and you drop it on the ground. Gregor.
Yes.
Pretty uncalled for. How much damage did you say, by the way?
Absolutely.
16 points of piercing. Gregor, does a 23 hit?
Yes, it does.
I need you to take 15 points of piercing damage and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
That makes sense. They love fire.
We love
I
fire.
was doing that thing again. Alright, well, I just gotta make note of the actual health I have.
It's the thing I want to bother them so bad. You know what I mean? It's like they're so cute. I just want to bug them.
Must wake up.
I want to bug you.
Okay, so what was it after the damage? I'm sorry.
It was Constitution saving throw.
On save. That is an 8.
Oh, okay. You take.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Gregor!
+4 in my radius doesn't change anything there, does it?
12. Unfortunately, Dave, though, you do actually. I misread something. Even though you succeeded, you do take 13 points of poison damage.
Oof.
Gregor, you take 34 points of poison damage.
Oh shit.
I should have stayed green, it would have had resistance.
Yeah, that would have been good. Why'd you choose to be non-green?
I know.
Ridiculous.
Worst choice.
When you choose to
No
go
one's out here
copper.
shooting acid.
Oh god, everyone's fucking frames are fucked up on the battle cam. Okay, 1 second. We're gonna take a small break whilst I fix this. But we're not actually gonna do anything about it. We're just gonna sit here and we're gonna have a rap break.
Rap break. Hell
A
yeah.
little rat.
The gentlest of the rat boys.
Hmm?
Hello. You're
Ignore my dirty fingers.
the most famous rat in the world.
Oh god, stop.
Splinter would have something to say about that.
I disagree.
Splinter could never.
Let's see if he'll tolerate.
Is Splinter
No, he
on the
doesn't wanna do that
yonchandyona channel? I think not.
No, he's not.
So.
In the fall of Mireon campaign? I think not.
I think both
You-
of those things say otherwise.
He let me dangle him like once, and now he doesn't like it anymore.
Then he discovers
He's like,
that
I'm
he
an
hated
adult
it.
now.
He's like, actually, don't do that, Dad. Sorry.
I think as a baby, he was like, I don't give a shit. But now he's like an adult. He's like, I don't like it.
Wild that man's an adult after like 2 weeks. Man was
He's
like,
a rat. I don't know
no.
the fuck you. They live like 2 years. They age fast.
No, yeah, I just love the idea that like 1 week you pick him up, the next week he's like, I'm grown now. Sorry.
I do be
Okay,
grown.
man.
Look at that belly.
I googled
Fat boy.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle D&D, and the first thing that came up is a Reddit thread that says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, I've seen so many people trying to do that. Monk turtles be like. He's so handsome.
I'm just gonna populate the chat with badums, so I hope you don't mind.
Why are you doing this?
Just to get the things that I rolled off the screen.
Ah.
Okay, cool.
Baby.
Where's my character sheet go?
Hiding in my castle.
Hope it says somewhere.
Found it.
Okay, so let's move over to that frame. Can everyone roll me initiative, please?
These two gonna be dead before the combat
Initiative.
starts. 19.
You should. Wait, can I do this on?
My Inish. I can't reach my token. I have to move him. There he is.
Work it did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put Husker back. Hey, fat boy.
You at the thing that's fighting us right now. Hey, fat
Hey,
boy.
fat boy. Hey, fat boy. Big guy.
Very, very important.
You're fat.
One fat lad.
Double rat experience.
Double rat.
Okay.
He's sniffing. Oh my lord.
Oh! Something of note. Both Gregor and Thal. Gregor, you take an extra 12 damage, Thal, you take an extra 16.
The
Oh my god.
Just by the way, you're dead now.
Yeah, Saws.
Yeah, guys, I actually need to make room for a different campaign on this slot, so,
Well,
Oh man.
don't know how to tell you
How
this.
much?
How much altogether?
I meant for that extra hit.
You took 16.
Man down.
So you're telling me I took like
50.
45 or something?
Yep.
Motherfucker. And he saved too.
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm nearly dead.
Is this one of those? Is this one of those Final Fantasy you're supposed to die?
You're supposed to
Or you're supposed to run
die.
away at the very least.
Oh, definitely gotta be one of those.
He.
Make me abandon the forest fire.
Who the fuck
Kind of
this?
druid would I be?
Oh, that's an important distinction.
Should have left him.
Okay, so starting at the top of initiative though. Bright, you know, I'll say everyone for the purposes of this. You hear, and then I assume like the hurt sounds by both of the boys.
Ah!
That amount of damage.
I
They
feel like
just
it's
stay
gonna be
silent.
hard to keep that one back,
Just
you
go
know.
like, ah!
There's just pure silence.
Fuck! Yeah, both of them die.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn, okay. But this, besides the river, this map is accurate, so like once I get to like here, I'd be able
Yes,
to see...
but something of note is that the border of not magic is between you.
Oh.
It's
where
between you
is-
and...
Where is the
I'm
border?
trying to make one now. It's way bigger than this, but I'm struggling to get it to the size I want to.
I have absolutely no use anymore, I'm sorry.
Damn.
No, in terms of like, it's further, it's closer to them, but it's bigger, so the circle is different. You know, does that make sense?
We shoot through it. Yeah, it's more like a line because the circle's so big.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I should have just known a line, but
But
alas.
as far as we're aware, everything that we do through it magically will just dissipate.
Yeah, you don't know, really.
Well,
Shit, we don't.
from
Yeah, that's right.
from Gregor's hand earlier. And my dancing lights. would be-
Yeah, actually, you would know a little bit. It seems you can actually tell that's something of note. Then I'll give everyone that can cast magic. So I think everyone can roll me a Arcana check, like retroactively.
Yes.
Anna?
Lovely.
Arcana.
I can't roll a Arcana check.
Damn it.
I have
10.
-1. I'm a dummy. I forgot about that. My int is trash. I did get a 19 though.
15,
fucking
19.
I got a fucking natty -1.
Nice.
Natty.
It's not bad. I had a brain blast. First in
So-
Husker's life.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna steal something. So plus 20 plus. Anyone roll 20 plus?
Nope.
20 to
No,
15.
I rolled a 9.
I did.
Me as well, 15.
Okay, 15 and 19.
Yep.
And then below 15.
You died.
Okay. So the two that rolled between 15 and 19, 15 and 20, so the 19 and the
15.
15. You guys notice that it didn't dissipate particularly. What it seemed to do is decrease. If something cast outside of it passes through it, it doesn't disappear. It just seems to lose something. Like the mage hand became translucent instead of a solid color.
Okay, so like weakens it somehow.
And the dancing lights dimmed but didn't go out.
Okay.
Good work with that.
But that right there is the border.
Okay.
Cool. Well, what are those? Can we see the assailants?
Yeah, I assume I
Can
can't
they see
see
them
through the trees.
I'll say you guys haven't noticed them yet,
Okay, but we heard the screams.
but you heard the screams. The two boys who got shot can tell where they are. I'll say.
What the hell are those things?
Drow.
Is it a guy? Oh,
They're
it's
not
a
drow actually. The drow's just the drow was just the base picture that
Oh,
you
okay.
get. For the other two, they seem to be just like humanoid, like human half elf, something like that. Not particularly.
They're
Some guys.
bastards.
Just some
I might
dudes.
say.
Okay. Is my turn or are they
It is
going-
your turn.
Okay.
Oh, I need to roll their initiative.
No, wait. In
No, it's
case-
okay. They already went.
Okay. I'm gonna go to here and peek round because I heard the screams and just kind of be like, you guys okay? Oh. Can I, if I'm peeking round, would I be able to see this guy here?
Roll me perception.
Deception.
Gregor, what's your dex?
My dex is 15. Let's
15. Okay, so this guy goes before you.
And my perception was 13.
13.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, but I do see this guy.
No, you don't see either of them.
I don't see either of them.
No.
What the heck? Would I if I step out?
No,
Or
because you
you-
rolled to see them, and you didn't meet them. They're hidden from you.
They're hidden, okay. Well, then I just see that they're both injured, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what happened?
we were shot.
Sales.
You got shot? From where?
Yes, with an arrow.
Take 5 steps.
Be careful. They're right over there, and I point.
You can look one more time, but that would be your full turn.
Can I just
You
attack?
have advantage though if you look.
Can I attack a general area of where he?
Is it what
Pointed.
spell is it with?
Well, I'm just wondering if that's even an option.
You could do an AOE in the direction, and that
Okay.
would work. You could do you could fire off a spell in the direction and see if you hit something, but you couldn't do something like magic missile, which requires you to see the person.
Yeah. Okay, so which one did you point at?
I pointed to that
The
guy.
further away one. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna pop out and I'm just gonna risk it all and do an ice storm over there. Which is 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder,
40-foot radius,
20-foot radius.
20-foot radius.
So 10, 15, 20.
So-
But I'm gonna aim it, like I don't want to hit the boys. So I'll aim further north if I need to. I want the edge to miss Thal. I'm not sure how big 20
There you go.
So yeah. I'm going just beside Thal and above because I don't know where he pointed
So
to.
like here.
They didn't move.
Oh, like here.
Yeah, give or take. Maybe a bit higher, I just don't want to risk Thal getting hurt. And I don't know where the guy is, so I'm hoping I hit him.
Sure.
He needs to make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
As hailstones start pummeling down and turn this into difficult terrain.
He rolled a 24.
Okay, he succeeds, so he takes half damage.
Takes no damage.
He takes no damage? I want to know how much damage I would have done.
Yeah, you can roll. Still.
Thank you.
Okay, so no ice.
Heartbreaking.
No ice.
So yeah, it stays as difficult terrain until the end of my next turn, and then it's gone.
Okay. So your turn.
Yeah, I'm like, doesn't seem like it hit anything. Didn't hear any screams.
No screams. Thal.
Can't really go in after him now.
It's only difficult terrain.
Yeah, you can still walk.
Actually, within the circle, it isn't difficult terrain.
What? Oh yeah, in this half.
Yeah, the outside has like shards of jagged ice sticking out of the ground, but the other side doesn't.
Right.
So there's actually nothing stopping you.
For some reason, I thought it would keep falling. That's on me.
Damn circle.
Let me head on over.
Okay.
Now, what do I see? Who is this man?
As you get closer, you see a man draped in like these dark black and green cloaks, like black on the outside, like a forest green on the inside, with a sort of like a mouth covering, like mask. But from behind it, you see a kind of live, slender-looking human man with a few scars, but that's about it, and it's kind of indescript.
Can I try and grapple him?
Sure. Roll strength.
Can wrestle.
Athletics specifically.
Athletics. If he's firing a bow, I'm gonna make sure you can't fire that thing.
Art. Disarm him.
That's a different action, isn't it?
Yeah, if you want to grapple him, it's different to. I don't know if there is a particular thing for disarming. I think that's like only a Battlemaster fighter thing.
Yeah. It's like targeting the hands.
Yeah. So you could grapple him, or you could shove him, but you can't disarm him.
Nah, I'm gonna
Grapple his
grapple
ass.
him instead.
Okay.
Wrestle.
Wrestle him.
Right.
Wrestle him.
And I rolled a natural 20, so.
Nice. Then you get him. He rolled a 12.
Good wrestling.
So you grab him from behind. He can still move his hands and stuff because you've only grappled him, but he can't move now. That was one of your attack actions.
Yeah, I'll get into the ear and just. Do you want to explain what's going on here?
No, bite him.
Bite him.
Diplomacy has
Bite him.
passed.
He's like
him.
shot you in the face. You're like, do you want to explain yourself?
That's kind of metal
Yeah,
move, to be
really.
honest.
I like that.
You have a giant
You wanna-
dragon's mouth.
You wanna let
have
me
to
do my
bite him.
thing?
I like that.
I'm sorry, you're right. You're your own man. Who's drawing intricate shapes up there? The fuck?
I was thinking about how big the wall of water would be and like where the fire is.
I
Yeah,
mean,
there's no
I'm
squares on
concentration,
this.
It's concentration, so I'm about to lose it anyway.
Yeah.
Also, these squares aren't accurate, I don't think, so... okay, that's your turn, is it, Thal? He doesn't respond, by the way, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
Can you
He's-
explain yourself? No.
Bite his ear.
He sort of just grunts and tries pulling away from you, but which he can't because you grappled him. But that's only one of your attack actions, you can do something else.
That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah, I have more.
Bite.
Why do you want me to bite him so bad?
Big
It
jaw.
just makes sense. You can have him in a headlock. You have another action. You're not going to use your hands. Bite him. You're a dragon.
I refuse to.
Surreal.
Peck him.
I refuse to be determined by my lineage.
It's lineage. It's in your blood, Thal. Don't try to escape it.
Good object. Alright. Can I try and get that? I don't know. I don't want to bite him.
Why not? He nearly killed you in one hit. Bite his throat. Become feral.
I'm gonna give you 6 more seconds to decide.
Yeah, if I get fucking bite him in my ear the whole time. I'll put my mouth around his neck, like threaten him. How about
Okay. Yeah, sure, that's
Interesting.
fine.
that?
Roll intimidation.
I got a 17.
17, okay, I'll put that in mind.
I'd be pretty
Okay.
threatened by that. That's not good to say.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. He drops his crossbow on the ground, the guy that you're holding. And then pulls a dagger and tries to stab you in the side. For only a 14 to hit. Which I don't think hits, right?
No, you shook him head.
Shook him head. And then tries again for 16 to hit.
Also no.
Okay, so he as he drops it, he pulls out the dagger and tries stabbing behind him, and both times it just clinks off the armor. But that's his turn. He is not saying a single word. Gregor.
Alright. I look at this guy. Is this... Okay. What I want to do. Or actually, I have a question first. If I move over here, am I in range of this person? Will they get a opportunity attack?
They won't. Yeah, they won't, but remember to count squares, so you'd only be able to get to here.
Right.
Not the
Okay,
ruler,
yeah.
because the ruler doesn't work. You have to count the squares to get there.
Can I get here to right
Yeah,
there?
you can get right next to him. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to try to get on the other side of the circle as quickly as possible. But also I see that this person is down, and I think it'll be more it'll be better for us if we take one out together, and then we could both focus on this other.
Okay.
I don't necessarily know what Thal is doing right now as far as keeping him alive, but all I see is, oh, thank you for holding him down. And then I take my axe and I swing at the dude's head.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Ooh. 9 does not hit.
9
I
does not
imagine.
hit. You have advantage though, because he's being grappled.
Oh, cool. That will do it. Okay. 16?
16 just hits.
Okay, great. He gets 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'll go for my second attack. Which is a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
And another 5 points.
Okay. So as Thal's grabbing him and like got his mouth near his neck to bite down, you just run straight up to him, pull out your war axe, right?
Yeah.
And then just down the center of him, one reeve cutting down into his flesh, and then the next cutting down the opposite direction, like a large X across his sort of like studded leather armor.
Can
okay.
I search on his person for a potion of heat?
He, not that you can see.
Rifle through his
Okay.
pockets or something.
Is it your turn, Gregor?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, Husker.
I actually don't care about this. I actually don't. I'm casting Tidal Wave. Because it has actually an intrinsic value to it. The water spreads out of the ground in all directions, extinguishing unprotected flames in its area within 30 feet. So
Okay.
I don't care about the fight. I'm targeting the wildfire still.
Okay, you
Targeting an area.
turn, you throw out your hands, and out comes a tidal wave. Okay.
So,
Yeah. So for the range of it, as per the description, the range of the spell, all fires are extinguished. You do see a few like birds' nests litter the ground, but sometimes there is.
hey, they're on fire.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
That
saying.
shit done
Yeah,
said.
exactly. I was about to say that, but because, like, as with nature, probably was too late for them anyway. So maybe you would have saved some of them. Some of the ones that like just managed to avoid all of the fire you have now saved. We'll see. But a large portion of the area around you has been extinguished. How large is the area?
You're asking me?
Yeah, it's your spell.
Oh, for the spell. I thought you meant the area on fire.
No.
30 feet, it looks like.
30
30 feet, 10 feet wide. 30 feet long, 10 feet wide.
Okay, so you, for 30 feet forwards and 10 feet across, you've gotten rid of the fire, kind of separating it from spreading too much more in one direction. You feel like maybe then the other is probably just going to burn itself away unless somebody tries to put it out, but you've really isolated the fire now to a place where it's sort of like on embers. So,
I've conquered the fire. Is what
yeah,
you're saying.
well, no, it's kind of 50-50. It could either continue spreading or it could go out. It's kind of up in the air.
Okay.
Because it can still spread into the zone where everyone is fighting still. Like it's still on fire up in this area where the ice storm took out that part of it. So it's still on fire around the ice storm as well. So like over here and over here, the fire is still spreading.
Okay. That's what my attention's on.
Okay. Is it your turn though?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'll move over here. Doesn't matter. I'll just move over there.
No problem.
Nice.
What's the range on this boy?
I love watching Briar try to figure out if she has a range for something. Holy shit, guys. What the Briar!
Oh, fine. It's fine.
He's gonna shoot me.
The guy disappears from her.
What?
Well, you guys didn't know where. Like only you saw him and you turned your back on him. So as soon as you looked away, you were the only person who knew where he was.
Okay.
That's yeah.
Okay, Briar does a 23 hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. What?
What?
I was just checking, okay?
What? Oh yeah, he's just checking, guys.
But what is it
He's
though?
just checking.
Just 23 flat?
Yeah.
Sweet, okay, I can't do shit to that.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, so first things first.
Just a squishy.
That okay, that doesn't work. Cool. Let me get my dice out.
She's having a panic
Oh
attack.
yeah, fuck Avis. I'll sort her out in a second. You take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And you need to make me a Constitution saving throw. Oh, no, wait. You take 12 points of piercing damage.
On top of, or that's
No,
the total?
That's the total.
Okay. And then a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
You say? You say?
I say.
Constitution saving throw? 7.
Okay. Where my d6 at?
Hi guys.
Anybody have some d6 I can borrow?
You're just gonna roll
Oh, is
those
it a
d6 over and over.
D6?
Okay, so
Avis,
I-
girl, please help her.
6, 14, 23, 29, 58 points of poison damage.
They don't stack, do they?
Yep.
What?
In terms of like after the 29, which would have taken me down, I don't then take a death save.
Well, what's your max?
40?
Do you go into minus 40?
No.
Then no.
Okay.
You just go down.
I'm down.
So as you run up and bring down a sleet storm, you feel a thud against your shoulder as you look down. You feel your whole body lock up, and energy drain from you as you fall to the ground.
Just for some narrative, I freak out that I cast a ice storm before I pass out.
Cool.
I stare at it wide-eyed and then
Let me roll something for Avis to see if she snaps out of it. She does indeed upon seeing that, so let's get
thanks,
Avis on
babe.
this.
Appreciate
Good.
it.
Yeah, thanks, babe.
Glad my death will wake you up.
Let's use Commoner as Avis.
Get fucked.
Commoner.
Layer token.
Oh, what's that? What's happening?
Nothing, it's just an advertisement. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
What?
The Streamloots thing that popped up on screen.
Oh, okay. Fuck off. Fuck off, Streamloots.
Fucking Streamloots.
Avis sort of snaps out of it and looks over at you. I'll roll her an initiative now as well. 5. Cool. Good
I
job.
have
Good
an
job.
unfinished portrait of Avis if you want it for a token.
Not right now. For future though, I will take it. I'd turn. Well done, Avis. Well done rolling a 5. Actually, kind of well done because now you're at the end of the initiative. It's your turn next.
Next?
Not Avis. It's Avis's turn now.
Is it?
Yeah, because the last guy was 8 initiative and she has 5 initiative.
Oh, alright, yeah, because it didn't get to my turn.
No.
I see.
She's gonna run over to you.
Thanks, babe.
And pull out a potion from her pocket and feed it to you.
The fuck, babe?
For 4d4 4d4 plus 4.
It's a good potion.
For you. Jet potions.
I like a good potion.
Plus 1d4.
Should be
Okay.
nicer to her, Gregor.
2, 3, 7, 8. You get 8 plus 12 points of healing back.
Okay.
Not nothing.
And that's her turn.
Good job, Avis.
Thal. Oh, not Thal.
My turn.
Briar. Sorry, I'm one ahead.
Oops.
Okay, Thal's holding this guy,
Yeah?
and Gregor's stabbing this guy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll axe him.
Can I see this guy? Or is it too much going on over there?
The angle that you're at, I'll probably give him like half cover.
Which is plus
5.
5 to AC. Whoa. Okay. First things first, I'm gonna
I think-
I'm gonna pull myself so I'm hunkered down behind this rock.
Okay.
Assuming that the guy that moved like from here is still
You hunker
somewhere-
down.
I'm hunkered down so I'm hidden a bit.
Half cover is only plus 2.
That's fine. And then I'm gonna tell Avis to join me and I'm gonna try and shoot this guy.
Well, you also have half cover then. Bear that in mind.
Yeah?
Yeah, because you hunkered down behind the thing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, you have half cover, so you have plus 2 to AC.
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna shoot that boy with my longbow because magic spells shoot 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Oh, even with this AC bonus. So 8.
You'd actually get advantage. Actually, no, that's a good point. It wouldn't hit, but you have an advantage, so try again.
Okay. 20.
That would definitely hit. Spot at the first damage of 8
8
piercing. Okay, nice.
He can still get me, but hopefully whoever's down the bottom can.
Okay, is that your turn?
And then I'm just kind of like a hand out to grab Avis to pull her over to me.
Okay.
And then it's Thal.
Then it's Thal. I'm still 1 ahead. I'm not going to touch it this time. Thal.
Do I have to maintain the grapple? Do I have to roll anything for that?
No, because he hasn't tried to escape it yet, so you're just grappling him.
Val, bite down. You're in position.
For real. For real.
No. Do it. Bite down.
Yes. Yes, please. Unleash the beast, Val.
The only person saying bite down that you actually hear is Gregor. The other one's just in your head.
No, he can hear Songbird.
I want
I like to think.
pull back a little bit,
Okay, you pull back.
and then say to him again. Come on. Tell us where the rest are. You start the
Come
fire as well?
on.
You value your life?
Roll intimidation or persuasion, and let me know which one you're doing.
Persuasion's hard, but I feel like there's more of an intimidating moment.
Okay.
Better tell my friend what he wants to know.
I'll do persuasion. A natural 20.
Wow.
Workouts.
Wow.
Thank God it didn't bite down.
As you whisper, all you hear is him go, fuck, 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 fuck. But doesn't say anything to you quite yet. But you seem to be breaking him slowly.
I'll squeeze a little bit tighter, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Fuck him.
Gregor. Not Gregor. Fuck me. Okay. Assassin's turn.
Dude.
He is gonna try to escape. He's gonna use his first attack to try to escape. So roll an athletics check.
Oh, fuck. 13.
Okay, yeah, he rolled higher than that. So he sort of like as you like grab tighter, he uses that to like push back on your back leg and then slip out from beneath you, and you like end up hugging yourself. At which point he like spins and tries to stab Gregor in the shoulder.
Wait. I want to disadvantage that.
Okay. Okay. So now it's a 16 to hit. Gregor.
Yes.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Nice try. So it's a D4 for damage. Where'd my D4 go? Where do I have a D4 around? I literally just have one. What the fuck? Oh, that's one. Okay, 1 point of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
On save is a 7.
A 7, okay. 6. 16. 23. 29. 31 points of poison damage.
I go down and then I come back up with 1.
Okay. Stabs into your shoulder and you fall down as you do. He actually lets go of his dagger. Now it's in you. And you crumple to the floor. You like crumple against a tree. And then you open your eyes again and stand back up. At which point he is thoroughly terrified. But that's his turn. Actually, he's going to try to run away. So I'm going to let you both get an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Good poison. Get out of here.
I'm also going to say that you two will switch places because of the whole grapple thing. Just as a piece of note. So both of you can roll attacks of opportunity if you'd like.
Well,
12 does not hit.
yeah.
Sad.
Unfortunate.
And we get 1 attack.
Just 1
No,
attack,
we have
yeah.
2 attacks. Okay. But
Oh, wait. I don't think I'd even have that anyway because I used my reaction on the disadvantage thing.
Oh, good point. It doesn't hit anyway, so it's all good.
I got a 9.
9 also doesn't hit, and he starts running. 5,
Let's
10,
see.
15, 20, 20,
Tell him.
30.
You
That's
want
his
to say that
turn.
one for vicious mockery?
Pussy.
Pussy.
Maybe I tried to do vicious mockery, but it. I don't know. Wait, is vicious mockery magic?
Yeah, you couldn't do it anyway as a reaction.
Yeah.
Unless you have Warcaster.
He does it. The eloquent rhymes was just magic. He wasn't writing that.
No.
He just opened his mouth and that's what came out. So this time just pussy.
Pussy!
Got him.
Okay, Gregor, it's your turn.
Fuck, that's funny.
Alright, so he's running away. I look at Thal and say, should we get on the other side of this circle?
If you want magic, go for it. I don't.
Okay.
I'm gonna go after him.
I'm gonna go after him. Well, I need to heal myself, though I do need magic. Godspeed. Go here.
Bye.
Love that.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But I'm serious.
That circle's
Yeah.
going
Like-
everywhere.
Like I'm just over here. I'll be back in a minute to help. And then let's see. I will. Go to this. Good touch. Do this on me, right? Yes. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds,
Okay.
3rd level, and I'm going to get back 21 points.
Okay, nice.
Yes. Yes. That is a action. Okay, cool. And as a bonus action, I'm going to say, Thal, I'm right here. I'm just right here, and I give him Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, that's nice.
Just right here.
just right over here. And I believe that is my turn.
Okay. That is your turn. Husker.
Okay. So there's still some fire around here?
Yeah. Like sort of.
Okay.
Actually, no. It's more like over here in this part and closer to you here. Like, cause the circle of like frost kind of put it out, but there's like some directly next to you and then past Gregor, like over here in the corner.
Make the arrow spin around.
Whee!
Okay, so that was all my 3rd level spell slots. So unfortunately, I just have to do create water.
I'll let you
10
just.
gallons.
I'll let you choose the container in which it has to reside is the world. So you just like cast it above the trees if you'd like.
What are you talking about? What?
Because there's a create water so that has to be in a container.
What the hell? You create
The world is your
within
container.
in an open container. Alternatively, the water
Oh, okay.
falls as rain.
Oh, there you go then. So it falls as rain.
Falls as rain, even better, in a 30-foot cube.
Oh,
This
cool.
is great. This is awesome.
There you go.
Perfect.
I just created rain, baby.
So 30-foot cube above you, pretty much.
When you cast the spell at 2nd level, extra water. Casting it at 2nd level, extra water.
How extra?
No water will be rained.
Okay.
Water will be unringed.
Create water. Let's see how much more water.
10 extra gallons.
Water your being.
The size of the cube increases by 5 feet for each slot of
So,
1. So 35-foot cube.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, 35-foot cube in this general direction, covering as much as you can.
I think it might rain on Greg.
A little bit. Greg gets like those little like spatterings of rain on the edge, you know?
Yeah, he gets a little wet.
Yeah.
But yeah, you managed to put out like a large area. It's really just this part in the corner here that now has a chance. If you manage to get this part out, then you can pretty much effectively stop it from spreading anymore.
Where?
The top
I don't
right.
see you. Okay.
So like past Gregor. If you just keep going to the right past Gregor. Once you put that out, you pretty much isolate it. So now the stuff that's still burning will burn away, but it won't spread anymore.
Nice.
I'm a creature of the forest. I'm gonna move closer to Greg into the rain.
Okay. You feel like the nice powering of
Feels good.
rain, which is actually really nice because the air is cleaner and the air is cooler than you
Exactly.
just were in the fire. So, cool. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Avis, like you saw, pull Avis down with you. She looks around. She looks you in the eyes. Are you all right?
No, I'm not fucking alright. Too much is going on right now.
Stop. Calm down.
I start having a panic attack.
She like grabs your face. Stop being a child.
I'm gonna
Fix
slap her.
this.
I'm gonna slap her right there and then.
Says the person that.
And then she looks down, opens the book, and like fingers through the book a little bit, but doesn't do anything the rest of her turn. That you can see. That is.
And then make it the boy that's hiding, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck. Where is he?
Okay. Roll perception.
Perception. Just me or?
Yeah.
Okay. It is a. Oof, 8.
Okay, you don't notice. You don't notice anything. You're sort of like trying to gather yourself, looking through your own spell book, trying to find the right spell to cast. And then you hear a thick patter behind you, and as you turn around, you see the man who shot you earlier jumping down upon you. Avis did hold her action for something though. That's what she was doing on her turn. Let's see if it works. What does it do again? Okay, you see as he jumps down, she turns and points her finger at him. At which point you see a thin green ray spring from it, and the creature must make a dexterity saving throw. Let's hope he fails. He rolled a natural 1. Does he have advantage?
Oh yeah.
Because I know they have something to do with dexterity saving throws. If they succeed, they mitigate everything. That's why your Ice Storm didn't work earlier, by the way. They have evasion. Doesn't though. Hits him, and he takes 10d6 plus 40 force damage. 10, 13, 21, 20, 30, 39, that's it, 39, plus 40, 79, cool. As she points up, this guy's about to come down with his dagger and just into dust. He slowly settles on the ground. Ooh, audio just bronk, 1 second. Let me fix that real quick.
Oh, audio gone.
Hello?
Hello.
There you go. Fixed. Yeah. So he's gone.
Disintegrated.
Yep, indeed.
Got
I
him.
love it.
Just Thanos this hard.
And my panic attack starts getting worse, but I look at her and I'm like, thanks. And I like shakily lift my bow up and try to shoot the guy running away.
Okay.
Longbow. 7, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
makes
like-
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, just you loose the arrow and it just sort of like falls into the ground like 10 feet away.
I hunker back down again. But like this time like covering my whole head, like hiding myself. That's it.
She looks at you and she goes, I don't have anything else.
I'm too busy like frantically hiding. I kind of like quietly nod into my hands.
Okay. That's your turn. Thal.
I'm gonna choose that for him. I
Go
have
on.
huge healing, but
Get him.
I've made my stance.
Get him.
Man's committed.
I can heal you out here.
As he runs
yells
away.
As Thal runs away.
You're
Join
right
us
there,
in
and I'm
the
grateful for
rain.
that.
Join us
Right
in the
there.
rain. Great atmospheric out here.
You're having an edgy moment up there.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
Speak for the trees.
The tree say fight them.
Trees are speaking Vietnamese.
I think I'll hit him.
Awesome.
I'll beat his ass.
Roll to hit. Something of note, Briar, is everything that the creature that was just about to attack you was wearing and carrying gets disintegrated as well, apart from one thing, which is a small dagger it was carrying, sort of like twirls out of the air and lands into the ground, stabbing into the ground.
Okay.
Just so you know. What did you roll? Kill this fool. Get him.
Get him.
Get him. Get him.
Roll 13. That ain't so good.
That ain't so good. That's your first attack, misses.
And the second one is we come right around on a whirlwind. 12.
Okay. Let me roll something. Okay. As you bring it around, you don't grab him, but you actually manage to cut his like satchel that he's got to his side, like the rope, like the handle of it, and it's all like falls to the ground. He like stops and turns around, and in that moment, he's trying to decide whether or not he should try to retrieve it or not. Is it your turn?
This purse.
Yes.
Okay.
Or I don't know. I can't like move a foot in front of it or something.
If you used up all your movement,
Yes.
then not really. Sorry.
Okay.
On his turn, he turns around, looks on the ground, looks up at you. He left his dagger behind.
He's
In Gregor.
In Gregor.
Oh,
No.
he did.
Damn. Pretty nice.
Just in your shoulder.
Pretty nice.
Fuck me. Thal, I'm gonna assume a 8 doesn't hit.
Nope.
Is he gonna try to punch him?
No, he's trying to
Punch
shoot
this
him
big
close
dragon.
range.
Oh, good. That'll do it.
And it's 5. He like pulls his crossbow out, launches it up, you like whack it out of the way, and then he brings it back around, loads one more into it, and tries to shoot you again. At which point you just like knock it downwards as it hits the ground. You like he can't get a shot off when you're this close to him. Fuck, what's he gonna do? He tries to run away again. You get an attack
Yeah.
opportunity if you'd like it. 5, 10.
First time's the charm.
Hit him.
Oh shit. 22.
22 hits.
For a solid 7.
Nice. Okay. He runs into the forest around a tree. You can't see him anymore. You can still follow him, just like from where you are. You can't see him. Gregor.
I will. Let's see.
Actually, you know what? Quickly, what does everyone do now? Because this could end combat depending on what everyone chooses to do. So what would everyone's next turn be?
I'm on the fire still.
You're on fire,
I'm
okay.
on fire. Yeah, I'm on the fire.
Briar?
I'd probably peek up to check if I could still hit him, and then if not, go back to my
Roll
panic
perception.
attack.
Yeah, Gregor, what do you want to do?
Back to my bed. I'm just gonna go back to my panic attack real quick. I'm just gonna finish this up.
I would probably run after Thal just to
Okay.
see if actually I'd probably heal myself again just in case, but then I'd run to Thal just to make sure that he's okay.
Okay. So you'd heal yourself and you'd run to her.
My perception was 12, by the way.
Go ahead and heal. Perception check was 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see him.
Back to my panic attack.
You pop up and you see Thal, and you see Gregor running towards Thal, but that's about it.
Yeah, I trust Gregor.
I'm going to.
Thal, what do you want to do?
I didn't see where he went.
You saw him go around a corner behind a tree, and then you didn't see anything else from him.
Down here somewhere.
Yeah, he's in this general area.
I'll look back at
Okay.
Gregor. Did you get the bag?
Oh, can I see the bag on the floor?
Yeah.
Or on the ground? I scoop it.
Wonderful. And then I'll go after him.
Okay. 5. Go ahead and put
To the
yourself where
best
you
of my
would be.
ability.
You can go in the general direction and keep making perception checks.
You said around the corner.
Yeah.
Which corner?
Well, like he like ran over here and then down around here, but that was about it where you last saw him.
Right.
There isn't really any corners in the forest, but like around a tree, just like that general vibe. Roll perception.
Right. Yeah. 7. Of course.
7. You
My
think
eyes.
you see a small glimpse of movement, like maybe like 30 more feet forwards.
Is it worth it? Is it worth it?
4. 5. 6. I think that's my movement for now.
Okay. What is everyone doing this? So, let's drop initiative right now for just like this exact moment. Gregor, what are you doing?
I'm trying to. I have the bag with me, but I'm just trying to keep on Thal's tail as best I can.
Oh, you're chasing Thal, okay?
Yeah.
So you just keep with Thal. I'll say you and Thal are moving as a unit. Briar, what are you doing?
Okay.
Panicking.
Panicking. Okay, and Husker, you're gonna finish off the fire, I assume.
Yeah, I'm focusing on that.
Okay. Do you do another create water?
Yeah.
Okay. After that create water, after you mark off a spell slot, the fire eventually sizzles around you. There is, like I said, there's a bit more fire more to the north of this map, but it would be to the
But
west
it's
on the
been-
big map.
It's been contained.
Yeah, it's been contained. Eventually, there's not much left. It'll burn out eventually.
Okay.
For its life. But yeah, so you managed to cut it off. Gregor and Thal. Do you guys head the next? Do you head, Thal? Do you head to where you saw the movement, or? Because I'm just gonna assume that Gregor follows you until Joe says otherwise.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna go there.
Roll perception check.
Can I also be on the lookout?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Roll 21.
Okay.
I rolled a 7.
Okay. Neither of you see anything.
Really?
Yep. Bro, they're good at hiding.
Sorry.
What do you
boys.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of their thing.
Roll 21. My eyes are popping off.
If I can give you any notion, they have a +9 to stealth.
Fuck me. You're not gonna find them. It's
Something of note though, Thal, is does a 21 hit?
Something of note.
Something of note.
That's,
Okay, then.
this wasn't worth it.
Hey, it was what your character would do. It's worth it. 10 points of piercing damage and a Constitution save, please.
On save. 23.
That succeeds. You still do take damage. You take. So that's. You take 14 points of extra piercing damage. First of all.
Oh, what do you mean, first of all?
Yeah, well that's sneak attack. And then 9
Hey,
points of
before you-
poison.
Yeah. I have 2 HP.
Cool.
Do we
See
see
ya.
where the attack came from?
I'll let you roll a perception with advantage because you can kind of track where the arrow came from.
Okay.
Oof. Okay.
A 20 not nat or 17.
Yeah, no, you see them. He
20.
rolled a 3 plus 9, so 12.
Okay.
You see actually. So you guys are for like 5, 10, 15. You're about 15 feet off the map to the right. You see back. You passed him a while ago. The thing that Thal saw wasn't him. It was most likely just like kind of like some sort of paranoia, most likely, or like a woodland creature trying to like flee the fire.
Okay.
Same thing.
But you see him sort of like hid up in a tree a little bit, like he's upside down with his legs around a branch, shooting the crossbow.
Whoa.
And then he tries to tuck himself back up before you see him, but you manage to catch him because he has like, as he tries to roll back up, his like cloak gets stuck on a branch, he gets pulled back down, then pulls himself back up again.
Can I like run and try to hit him like a pinata with my?
Sure.
Chop his legs off real quick.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run and attack.
Destroy him.
$13
13 doesn't
does
hit.
not hit.
I
I take the second attack or no?
took a second attack.
6.
6 doesn't. I will. He does actually fall out of the tree though.
Person doing the pinata is doing a really good job, and I'm missing. Like pulling the string.
So as you swing twice, you miss, but as your swinging finishes, you just see him on the ground below you.
Put on his throat.
As you put your foot on his throat. Do you put it on enough so he can't talk or breathe, or do you like?
So
I
squeeze.
put it enough like. I put it as probably because I want to. Maybe he can talk a little bit, but I don't want him getting away. I'm not interested in talking.
Thal, did you say you're down?
Yes.
Okay. He looks up at you, Gregor, and he goes, Your friend is unconscious, right? He's poisoned.
I look over. Yes, and
I can give you the antidote if you just let me go. Otherwise, he'll die.
I get really close, as much as my flexibility will allow.
You like lean on your the foot that's on him.
Yeah, and I say, you've proven yourself to be an untrustworthy foe. So I take no guilt in doing this. And then I try to like put my foot down as hard as I can. With the
Okay,
intent
roll
to kill him.
roll strength.
Wow.
Crush that
Brutality.
windpipe.
If he literally has antidote, we can just steal it off his dead body.
Exactly.
We don't need him to give it to us.
If he doesn't, though,
Well,
I support this
This is
execution. Well, if
6.
he doesn't, then he's fucked anyway.
he could tell
kill
you the antidote.
You
I
do
could have
a
hidden it
die.
nearby.
Hmm.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 6.
You're a 6. As you push down, you kind of get stuck on like some of these. Like he's got like a bit of like armored stuff, like an armored mantle, like a gauge kind of thing. And you like push down on it, but you like slip onto that, and it kind of push on his chest. And he goes, but you don't kill him. He goes, you don't want to do this. I don't have it on me. It's buried nearby.
I remember that I have a dagger on me, a +1 dagger.
Thal,
that
can you roll a death save, please?
Sure thing.
You should have spoken to my friend when you had a chance. And then I have the dagger this time, and I want to specifically aim for a part of the throat that does not have armor on it.
As you're about to aim for it, he goes, It's fine. You'll be killing 2 people instead then.
Bluffing.
And you can roll to hit if you still want to attack after that.
I do, because I think of the folks that are, I think of our team on the outside of the circle, and I'm confident. Gregor is confident, and he's also angry. So yeah, he would attack.
Okay.
Pretty Gregor. He's a hothead.
15.
15? 15 doesn't hit either. Oh, you have advantage though. You have advantage. I'll give you advantage because of what you're doing. It's okay. Go ahead. Try again.
24.
24 hits. Roll damage.
That is
So be-
7 damage.
7. Okay. You know what? I'll give it like crit status as well. So I'll double it to. Like you stab it in and like you pull it out and like he grabs his throat. Not quite dead yet. This is your last chance.
Fuck off.
I want to pull his hand away, and
Okay.
I want to try to watch him. I know he's trying to keep the blood in.
Yeah.
I want the blood to escape as quickly as possible.
Okay. Greg, Thal, roll me a death save with disadvantage.
Hey,
Oh no.
hey. I understand you're having a good time having bloodlust over there, Greg. You want to save his life, perhaps? I understand you're having a great time, but our dragon friend is dying.
Okay. He dies. The guy below you. By the time, what do you do, Gregor?
I'm immediately. I want to pick up Thal.
Okay, you have to run back to 30 feet to him.
Okay. I want to pick him up and just start making my way towards
Okay.
our friend.
Thal, I want you to roll a death save 3 times and take the lowest.
Oof.
But we are almost there. Up, 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 up.
Okay, bear that in mind. So you can only move half speed, but you're dashing, so you get to move 30 feet a turn. 30 feet,
Okay.
so 1 turn gets you back to where you gets you back to the guy that you just killed.
Okay.
So it would be here. So you guys are both here now.
Okay.
Thal, roll me a death save 4 times and take the lowest.
Oh my god.
This is ramping up.
I'm fucking poisoned.
Man wasn't lying. Man was about to die. Why would he lie?
To
What
save
do you mean?
himself.
Why would
I
you
guess.
lie? That's the
Yeah.
first time to lie.
Actually, that is a perfect time to lie. But he wasn't lying. Funnily enough. Oh, fuck. That would have been great if. Okay, bear that in mind.
Yes, it would have.
That would have been a natural 20 right there.
20, 25, 30. So you guys can make it to her. I need everyone to roll perception to see if you see this. Thal, you know what to do 5 times this time. Take the lowest.
Yep. Fuck me.
Even though
At
I.
this point, I'm saying, coming in hot. You need
Oh,
some
that's
help?
based on hearing. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. You can have
I
advantage.
can have my bonus on it.
9.
You know what, I'll say even with a 9 you can see it. Because, like,
Hard to miss.
yeah, it'd be pretty hard to miss at this point.
Mine's a 16.
You definitely see it. You see Thal bleeding out, being carried by Gregor. Okay, does that give us a result, Dave? Okay.
Instinctively, I throw out my sustain thing to try and give him that successful death save.
Is there enough range?
I'll run.
Actually, as you throw it out, it hits the barrier of the wall. It's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't pass through.
Me.
You throw out sustain, and there's like you can see a ripple as it hits the barrier and just.
I run my 30 feet anyway.
Well, he's running 30. Do you keep running 30 feet out of the circle, Gregor?
Yeah, with maybe I see Briar and now I'm running direction towards her. But
Okay, do you go out of the circle? Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there.
Yeah.
I'll just join their.
And
the
you know it
ranks.
doesn't matter anymore. You are out of the circle. And you guys can all congregate.
I'll drop
yeah.
heals on him.
You drop down and you touch to drop heals, and you don't feel any connection.
I'm gonna do my sustain thing again to try and help.
You sort of grab the spiky part of your. It's a blood thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you grab the spiky part of like your casting focus, and as the blood slowly drips from your hand, you launch it out towards Thal, and there is no connection made.
Can I do lesser restoration?
You rub your hands together and you get down. Is there any material components for lesser restoration?
Let me check. Vocal and what's S?
Somatic. That means hands movements, but no materials.
Correct.
Okay, you get down and you say a few arcane words and reach down and grab his chest. You feel a pulse, like a defibrillator through him, but nothing happens.
I'm gonna fall to my knees and like put his head up on my knees to like prop him up a tiny bit, and just kind of like crumple over him a little bit and start a very gentle cry.
I don't. The money for Revivify. Anybody got fucking diamonds on them?
I have, I have 4 platinum.
That's 40 gold.
37
How many gold is it? 500?
I don't know,
300
for
GP.
300?
For Revivify is 300.
I have 4
I don't know if
platinum and 137 gold.
but I don't know if you have it, but if you can scrounge together 300 gold pieces, I'll let you cast a spell, but it will be a diminished chance of succeeding.
I have 145 gold on me.
The fuck?
Okay, I have 137 gold, and I have
So you need a little bit to bridge that gap.
and
I don't-
platinum.
How much money do you have?
Yes, Thal?
Can we get the money out of Thal's pocket? Rob him.
Yeah, I
How much
mean...
money does Thal have in his pockets?
So one second. Briar, 145 gold?
Mm-hmm.
How much are you putting in, Gregor?
147, all of my gold.
My sheet says I have 35 GP. I guess I
That's
must have never
enough.
collected anything along the way.
Yeah,
It's been my starting GP.
I know where... Yeah, I know where Gregor got his from. I don't particularly remember where Briar got hers from, but I'm gonna believe that it's there for a reason.
I vaguely remember she got some like
I got
material
some
stuff.
money
Yeah.
somewhere.
I think you just haven't happened to receive anything particularly, Husker. Like any money that's
Yeah,
been
I
given
just-
to
yeah,
the
I just
party,
got the-
Briar's just kept hold of.
Yeah, that's just my starting GP. I look at Thal's pockets for money.
Okay. How much gold do you have, Thal?
Oh, 15.
15.
Damn.
Not much, but it'll bridge it.
And you can look in the bag, Gregor, and you see a letter, like an opened letter, supporting a black like onyx, but with like small bits of glitter seal on it. You see a small bag of like 2 free gold, like in silver pieces, so about 20-30 gold, for 20-30 silver. And some just like loose, like a few small vials of liquid, like a silvery liquid, but nothing
That's the poison.
really even
I
know.
Shit, that's probably poison.
Throw it down his throat.
But yes,
I don't know, I just got excited.
so between Gregor and Briar, you have 292 gold.
Okay.
Well, I'll put the gold in the bag from the bag that I found. There's
Okay, so that's 3 gold. So you still need 5 gold.
Does it only work with money? I have so much jewelry.
Avis.
Avis.
If you take files, you have enough. If you take 5 from files.
Oh,
Then-
piece of cake. I thought you said
Yeah.
everywhere. Okay.
No.
It's great probably for
Big
the cost.
pile of money.
I also haven't taken any from yours either, Husker. That was just from the things. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
5 from either yours or Fowl's. We'll
Let's
break
not
it.
steal his money. I'll use my money.
Okay, so you put 5 in.
Right.
Everyone mark
Yes.
down your gold.
Yeah, I gotta delete that. So I grab a fistful of my own cash. We're all throwing it in a pile, I guess.
Yep.
Like on him.
Surrounding him. You
On him, yes.
honestly, you unceremoniously like toss him to the ground and pull out your golds and throw it down as Husker says that he has a possibility of doing it.
Excuse you, there is no unceremoniously about
It has to be unceremoniously. You have 6 seconds.
I put him down.
Yeah, we have to be,
I'm down there
Yeah.
already. I gently
like
put
everyone
him on
knows
the
what to do. Just empty out your pockets onto Thal.
right.
As you empty out your pockets, you start casting the spell,
Yeah.
Husker. So we're gonna do some variant rules with resurrection. I've set a DC. I think this is roughly what Matt Mercer's one is. I like it. I think it's really cool. But I don't know the exact rules of it, so I've just made up my own one, like sort of like in conjunction that's close to his. As you lay out the gold, you cast a spell and you see the gold around him vaporize and float up into the air and then slowly drift down upon his body. You have this is a first resurrection, so there is 4 chances. There's 4 things you can do to try to lull his spirit back to his body. Any of you can do it. By the way, can you take your 5 gold back because or something, because what's it called? Avis threw down a couple of platinum on the thing as soon as she got her bag. I forgot that she was there. So
Thanks, Abe.
Yeah, so there's 4 opportunities. Anyone can take them. You can take more than one opportunity, but depending on what you do has either a positive or negative impact on whether or not his spirit will return. I will let you know that the fact that you're using gold and not the material component has a negative effect on the return chance.
I assume Husker is passing this on to us as he's casting.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're like frantically explaining how this works.
Like, do something.
He like folds out like a small page of like where he's written this down just in case.
Yeah, like I've never done this before. We have to figure this one out together.
So, the world seems to stop for a moment. The fire that was loud and flickering behind you has receded. The sounds of battle ceased. And you all stand there. The spell is now sustaining him. And as to explain why, it can take more than 6 seconds. His spirit and body are stopped in motion, but it has not yet returned. The world feels colder now that Thal isn't around. And it's up to you to return the warmth to the surroundings. What do you want to do?
Being as I was already kind of on my knees down next to him, I'm gonna just sort of like pull out from my backpack the trinket that we got at the start of the campaign, the like little white flower that's always moving. I'm gonna place that down like on his chest on top of his armor and just sort of like quietly whisper to him like, little brother, I need you to rise like the sun does every morning. Please. And then I'm gonna start singing him like a little song that I used to sing when he was a kid to like calm him down.
Okay. I need you to roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. Fuck. 17?
17? Okay.
It's not bad.
What next? Who does something next?
I don't know, Greg. You got anything?
Gregor's like really, his anger got him to this situation to where it is, and I think his anger is cascading now. He's pissed at himself for having not had the self-control with that dude in the forest. I look around to see where his shield is.
It's sort of just like been discarded to the side of him to make him comfortable. It's sort of like just slightly ajar to the right of you.
Okay. I want to grab the shield and kind of get it under him a little bit. So he's like laying on it.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, all right, Thal. Listen. Next to the feathered one here, you're the best flyer that I've ever seen. So we just need you to come back and go on this fun ride on this shield. We just need you to do this for us, and I promise you're gonna have a good time. And I try to get his hand. I want him to like, or his weapon, whatever he needs to do to like bang the shield. you know, for it to activate. I'm doing that with his,
Okay.
I'm assuming, limp hand.
I want you to
get
roll
it
a persuasion as well.
11.
11.
That's 9.
That sucks.
That does.
You sort of like bang his hand against it, and the sound of nothingness spreads as it hits the shield, which is kind of fitting in the situation. But you attempt. You don't know what the result of that is, but what next? 2 more things.
Can we cast spells in this place?
Oh yeah,
understand
you're
it's
outside
like-
the ring.
Oh, okay. But okay, gotcha. I know mechanically it doesn't help, but I'm gonna cast my little healing spirit because it has been a faithful companion of Thal's.
No, yeah, so
it is,
mechanically it doesn't do anything, but in this situation, it's still a way of like convincing his spirit to return, so it still works.
right. Yeah. Like it doesn't restore his HPs, but
No.
it is. It's a little it is a little bird, a little songbird that kind of like sits on his chest, and I don't know. Husker kind of like puts a hand on his head, like kind of gently strokes between his horns, like the most gentle action that Husker has ever taken, and just leans in real close. So, you know you're the best of us. You know that, right? If you have to go, you have to go. But I'd like you to stay. Please.
Okay. I want you to roll a spellcasting check, so that would be wisdom for you.
So, just a wisdom check.
Yeah. With proficiency though, so add whatever your proficiency is on top of it.
Okay, basis. We're level 5. Is it still 2?
I think it's 3 now.
I think it's 3.
Roll's level 7,
Yeah, it's 3.
We're level 7.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, wrong. Yeah.
which I think is still 5.
Shit.
5, 3. Sorry.
11.
11, is that with plus 3?
That's... I rolled a 6 plus... Oh, no, it's 9.
Okay. That's okay. You reach down and you gently stroke him, and the small bird hops around on his chest, expelling this radiant healing magic as much as it can, but nothing connecting with it. One more thing. Who wants to take it?
Come on, Briar.
I have so many options and I don't know which one to choose. Should I risk my faith in the arcane? Or should I just beg him? Can he hear
I
me?
think we could speak to Onia on his behalf.
I don't think
Oh,
he
God.
likes Onia.
Wrong god.
Oh, sorry, wrong god.
For Ellen.
No, that'd be funny. Get Onir to get me back. That's how you convert.
Like, you guys do know that his family worshipped Donir. It's like he has a long
Is the-
lineage
is
of
the-
Donir.
Actually,
necklace, right?
wait, I think I showed off the trinket. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
It would be a
Probably
demon,
kind
though.
of his god, though.
Yeah, probably his god would be the best idea.
Would be best.
As someone that's like studied arcane and knows more than I do as a player, would she know a way to reverse the effect of a spell if she put a lot of work into it?
It would be something you would have to put work into.
As in, like, I couldn't do it in this time
Not
frame.
in this moment, no.
Okay.
That's like on the same level as like wizards making their own spells.
Oh no, I know. I'm just meaning like a purely experimental.
I mean, you could attempt it.
Thing.
What happens
It might
is
damage her more.
it might be very bad if it goes wrong because you've not put any. It's like being a random guy who's never done anything with electronics and then trying to like repair like a national grid.
I've never tried to do it before.
You know, it might work, but
Might work.
if it doesn't, which is likely, it'll be catastrophic.
Yeah, it could hurt him more. What I'll do instead is yet again cast my sustain because it hasn't connected with him yet, and it might not connect again. But try to make that link between us, and then I'm just gonna gently start rocking him, like trying to bring back all the memories of when he was like a little kid and he was scared, and he'd like run to me to protect him.
You place your hand on his forehead, your thumb just over his horn, and you push onto it and gently pull it up, creating a small cut on your thumb, which there's a trail of blood left behind. And you cast sustain and gently rock, stroking backwards and forwards. I need you to roll me a spell check as well.
Okay.
So intelligence with proficiency.
For flavor, can I just be doing Song of Rest, but playing just an instrumental version of something? Just
no problem.
Whatever.
I'm just gonna be like, I kiss him on the forehead and then whispering the words, you're safe, over and over again.
Okay.
Intelligence, you said, right?
Yeah, with proficiency. Okay, now finally, to complete the spell, I need Husker to roll me a spell save. No, spell save, sorry, a wisdom check, like a wisdom check with proficiency.
Another one?
Yeah, so the way this works is the DC started at 12 because this was the first time he died. And then depending on what you guys did, it moved up and down by 2. So it's on a number that you guys don't know, but I do, and you need to roll above it to succeed.
Just wisdom plus proficiency.
Yeah.
$20.
Yes.
Save him! Save him! Save him!
You don't hear anything, Thal. You step out. You feel yourself running through a forest, and then all of a sudden, nothing. And when you open your eyes again, you're stood in a similar forest, but everything feels more lively. You see small creatures jumping around and birds flying from tree to tree. Small fireflies flickering in and out of sight. And you fall down this long dirt road, and you see an open glade with a vaguely elvish-looking person stood next to a large white deer, maybe the size of a horse. And for a moment, everything feels peaceful, and he turns, and you recognize your god. And he puts his hand out towards you and beckons you to join him. And for a moment, it feels right. It feels like what you're supposed to do. But then you hear behind you, you hear your sister crying for you, and you hear your friends begging for you to return. This is your choice. Is your soul willing?
Sorry, Corella. I need a bit longer back there.
As you say that, he gently nods and puts his other hand back on the neck of the stair as he slowly starts rubbing down it and turns away from you. And you turn around and you start heading back down towards this pale green light. So,
Squeeze.
you awaken. The DC was 18.
I knew it. We fucked up so bad. Like,
Those
20
rolls, my god.
Thal, for future
I find
reference,
it so fitting that Briar was the only one that got like a correct one.
Thal, if you for future reference, mark it down somewhere in your sheet, like in like a bonus thing. If you die again, your DC starts at 14.
To bring it back to life would be harder.
Okay.
If
I'll write it under other. Has died.
If the DC had been 20, would
Oh!
we have won?
Yeah, I think you have to match.
You know what? The DC was 20 and you still would have won. Because you met it. The DC was 20 because it was harder because...
We
Yeah,
fuck up every
because...
time.
No, you didn't fuck up once. But it was harder because you used gold rather than diamond. So it already had a plus 2.
Right.
Oh.
We got... Yes.
That's actually a really good point, but luckily you still succeeded.
Just.
He
Holy
takes
shit.
a big gas bin. Husker literally jumps up on his feet. He's celebrating just like that. So, yes! Yes!
Just, my tears are unstoppable at this point. They're just streaming down.
Man.
Let's
Squeezing him in.
celebrate.
Thal,
I'll hook her back.
returning to your body doesn't come freely, though. You have 3 levels of exhaustion.
Oof,
Holy shit.
man's tired.
Man's tired.
And also no spell
Tired.
slots.
Fair. He's had a long day.
Okay. I don't use them anyway.
3 levels of exhaustion is hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Yeah,
that's a
what's the
lot.
You have no disadvantage on ability checks, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, and your speed is halved.
Ooh.
Tired.
You're fucked.
Tired.
No, wait. I heard you in there.
What'd you hear?
Back.
You calling out for me. Hell, I think I might have felt rocking.
I just started doing it again because I needed to comfort myself at this point.
I heard the rest of you as well.
Ignore that. I'm
Husker
clearly
stops
the best.
dancing.
Brought you back to life. He's back to life.
It may bring you some comfort to know that the person who did this is now dead.
Brings me more comfort to know that the people he could have gotten are still here.
I'm gonna give Thal his space now and go hug Husker, even if he doesn't accept it. I just against
Wait,
his
you
will.
have to interrupt my
I do.
celebration.
I just
Get a
run
hug in.
through the celebration to hug you.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you.
I can't believe I whispered to Briar, I can't believe that worked. I really didn't think it would.
You're incredible.
I've never done that before. Thank you though.
And I just sort of like push him back a bit.
As soon
That was
as
amazing.
Briar gets up and runs over to Husker, Thal, you hear in your head, "Welcome back," in Avis's voice. But she's sort of like off to the side, letting you guys have this.
I like her. She's fine.
What were you saying, Gregor?
That one that was amazing. And I have my hands on Husker's shoulders, and I give Husker bardic inspiration because it's the only thing that I
That's
do
all he
right
knows.
now. But yeah, but it's like it feels like I need to give him that, or maybe I give him that subconsciously
Yeah, you feel inspired.
Give it to me in
because I'm
spirit.
just yeah.
I love he's on the ground like just recovered and you're all congratulating
Yeah,
him.
I go back to him
I
immediately.
love that. Yeah. I get down. I'm like, he probably kind of feeling like shit, huh, bud?
A little bit. But I'll slowly get up.
This may be a good look around. Should we try to set up camp here? and
Actually,
sleep?
I know a place nearby.
Oh,
How nearby?
It'll a little bit of a walk, but I was gonna carry him anyway.
Okay.
Can
As
you hang
you?
in? What?
As you? Or as a creature?
No, it's big horse.
Okay.
big horse.
Sorry.
Because Yashi, we are in the woods, sort of southwest of Clovermore. Is that right?
Let me make sure.
Even
that I
closer
do
to
this.
Citadel than that.
Yeah, you're pretty much like in that small area between the sphere of Clovermore and Citadel.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's not far from Wink Wink Nudge Nudge.
Could yeah, sure.
If you're catching my drift, yeah. Is that it? Yeah.
Speaking of, did the horses come back?
No,
Oh fuck!
No?
no.
It's
Fuck.
alright.
We're
Okay.
gonna have to get some new horses.
I
Well,
roll a 24 on persuasion for nothing?
Well, one of them stopped, and then you sent him to get the other one back. So he's trying to get the other one back that which just did not want to
We're
go.
still going.
I love the
He's still
I
going.
was just like shout out in horse, like, hey yo, they got us.
I love that, and like
Yeah,
at
there
the
was
end
a-
of the campaign, these horses could come back. Like, I got him, dude.
Oh shit, that's good. Call back.
I guess we're walking.
Husker, you've done enough getting me back to life, which I have to thank you for. So much. You don't have to carry me on your horseback.
Yes, I do, because you're not going to walk anywhere. You're shaking on your feet.
Although I'm sure it won't change anything, Husker, you're feeling a little bit drained as well. Like
Yeah, I'm sure I don't feel great.
yeah, the act of restoring one's life to a lifeless body is also not an easy accomplishment.
Sure.
Again, I'm sure it doesn't change anything, but just something of note.
Does he seem tired too?
I'm gonna leave that up to because he hasn't actually got any levels of exhaustion, so I'm gonna leave that up to Husker to decide whether or not he shows it.
No, I'm not. Normally I would totally milk that, but
Not right now.
not right
Yeah.
at this moment.
I was gonna give you a lay on hands too.
You save that for yourself, bud. You don't need to do anything right now. The rest of you can walk. I think walking perhaps an hour.
Yes, that's
Two.
fine.
More than fine.
It's clearly not safe here. I underestimated how unsafe it would be.
Right.
There's one of their daggers over there if someone wants it, by the way. I point over to the other side of the rock that I was hiding behind.
You would need a dagger.
It's special. It didn't evaporate with him. It's probably magical. It was kind of green. Maybe has poison in it. I don't know.
I wouldn't
I
touch
feel
that
like that dagger's yours.
if you want it. Just don't touch it too much.
I'm not
Um,
great with a dagger.
I'll run over to go get it for Thal.
As you start running over, Avis just gestures out with a dagger. I picked it up so it didn't get lost.
Oh,
Sure you did.
Mm.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. May I? All right. I take it.
So like flips it around so you've got a handle first, so you don't like accidentally stab
Because
yourself.
she's touching the blade.
Yeah, she cut herself. She gets
She dies.
A
poisoned.
little bit. A little bit.
She
Um,
died. A little bit dead.
Ah, dang.
I offer the dagger to Thal. Here you go, bud.
Oh, thank you. And then just we should have it in general in case someone else could pick this up. Who knows what damage that might cause.
Looking
So
closer
just
to
make
it,
up a little.
it's a slightly curved blade with a filigree of like overlapping snaking gold, which it has like a small emerald sort of just above where the hilt would be, and the handle is what can only be like described as like snake skin leather. The pummel is like a very ornate crown, like very small.
Nice.
And it seems to be constantly exuding like this black liquid. It's like black ooze.
Totally
Ah, cool.
matches your vibe, though.
Kind of a gross dagger.
Like a super you, Thal.
Too bad you.
I look at the hills with the like snakeskin. You look good.
Yeah. All the way down to the black part. And I sort of gesture to his hand.
Now's not the time, maybe.
I've just thought maybe it was gone. Can I see?
It's not gone.
That's fine.
We could.
I take it off.
It's not gone.
Death itself couldn't solve that one. Okay.
Fuck.
Also, I'm sorry for giving that from you.
No,
Cross
it's
that off the list.
really not
You
important
were
right
right
now.
about the scarf. Husker, you were onto it from the start.
I knew you were hiding something. I thought maybe it was a gaudy tattoo that you regretted. Anyway, now is perhaps not the time. I horse up.
Alright, let's get walking, guys. But
Nudge
Thal, get on up.
If you're offering, I'll get up.
Did one of you pick up the bag that you cut off?
I think.
Yeah,
Gregor
I
had
have
that.
that with me.
Gregor's had it. Gregor's
Just
been
making
clutching it this
sure.
whole time.
Okay.
You know we're not gonna leave any loot.
And you guys start heading About
sort
an hour
of.
away.
Here,
While we're walking, I say sorry to Avis for slapping her.
it was for a good cause. Sort of like, let's see, circle. Where'd you put the circle? In Jenny? Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So like just south of that road that leads from Clovermore to Citadel.
Yeah. So you guys eventually make your way out of the dense wood. You're kind of following the receding fire that seems to be flickering out every now and then. Some parts you come across, and every now and then, like someone has to cast prestidigitation to snuff out a small fire. But you guys manage to make your way through. The air is thick, and the area around you is hot. But you eventually make your way through onto this sort of open road that you've traversed once or twice when you were heading between Citadel and Clovermore, and then back into a thick wood on the other side, just following after this horse, which is almost kidnapping Thal at this point.
Oh.
And I'll let you describe it if you'd like.
Okay. It is presumably not on fire. Is that right?
It's not on fire. You're all
We
good.
lost the fire. We're done with the fire. That's good. Is that
The fire never made it across this road. It's all good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the road was a good fire break. Is it dark now?
No, actually, you guys didn't take too long in the forest, and it was only about it's actually coming to around midday now.
Okay, sick. Great. So in the dense forest, I think.
Yeah, a little bit
there's
into
sort of,
it.
Yeah, it's not a tremendous open glade, but it is a place in the land where it opens up, where it's not particularly crowded by trees, sort of led into the more grassland aesthetic. But it's like the trees that are there form like a protective grove in like the dip of the land. You know, it's just like a very protected spot, I guess. And I get in there and I'm looking for you know, something. Is anyone there?
As you arrive, you see camp. You see small tents and some like by tents I mean like small structures made out of twigs and leaves, like I can't remember what they're called.
Wigwams.
I was like, is it wigwams?
Oh, okay.
Like wigwams
Sure.
and like teepees
Whatever.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
More permanent structure.
Yeah, more permanent structures woven out of bark and trees. Some of which seem to have been formed out of the roots themselves, like these large oak trees that span around, just grown out of them, formed around into small buildings. And are you looking for anyone in particular? You see a few people milling around.
I'm looking for anyone that I recognize.
Let's see. Is there anyone that you recognize there? One momento. I need to find my notes real quick. There they are. As you start heading down, you see a lot of faces that you don't recognize, first of all. A lot of new people, you can assume. But it takes you a while to find people. A few people come running up to you with makeshift weapons at the ready.
Right.
So we'll do that first.
Yeah.
A few younger men sort of run up to you with like thick, dark wooden spears, and one with like a shield that seems to be made out of dense leaves and overgrown roots, and a sword made out of something similar.
A leaf shield.
Who are
Very
you?
good. Okay, fuck. I need to gently persuade Thal off my back so I can drop my beast form.
I'll let you do your thing.
You sort of like slightly sit down, and Thal
Yeah, just kinda
slides off the back
Try to
and
slide him
onto his
off,
feet.
yeah.
As he's turning back into Husker, I love your weapons.
Come back into Husker with my hands out, like it's all right, it's me. It's Husker, Mayfield.
I don't know you. Who are you here for?
You don't know me. Is anyone here from the past decade? Anyone?
I'm going to need a name.
Didn't think of a fucking name. Even as a player, I'm bound by this terror. Come on, Josh, throw me a name.
So you think you're trying to find anyone from like the old grove,
Yeah.
right? The old like, druid
exactly.
circle.
Yeah.
As this conversation's happening, you're trying to think of a name that you can give them, and you see a familiar face sort of step out of a large, hard oaken-rooted building, and probably on the furthest stretch. You see an older human man, from what you can tell. Someone who, when you first decided to leave, put up a very big opposition to you. You see him like he's sort of older, very much. He's got like a large bushy beard, sort of salt and pepper starting to develop in different parts of it. Wearing like a large green robe with a wooden mantle around his neck. As you can assume from your past, this is now the new archdruid of this circle. He sort of looks up and smiles, but with like a very bewildered look, like a side smile, but also like a bit of confusion within him.
They're like, what the fuck?
And you see him slowly making his way towards you. His name, one moment, is where is it?
Does he have a name, or are you just thinking of one?
No, he has one. I'm trying to find it. I wrote down some just in case names in case you didn't have any.
Oh, thanks, bud. You know me really well.
I do that for everybody who doesn't specifically put them in the backstories. God, I can't find it. I'll get a name. I'll just find a name. It really doesn't matter. Alvion is his name.
That's better. It's from Fraggle Rock. Anyway.
You see him walking up towards you. At which point, as soon as he arrives, you two turn around, put down their weapons, and sort of stand to the side, knowing that whatever threat you may pose, he could deal with, regardless. So you've returned.
It's complicated. Our friend here has gone through some major traumas today. He needs peace and tranquility, and we hope you will provide it for us.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Too. Don't do this. Please, we can talk about it. Don't do this.
He looks over you all. What guarantee do you have that they won't bring discourse into my home?
Would I bring them here if they would?
You obviously haven't shown the best record with your decision making.
Sir, if I may, I am a devout follower of Corellin.
You may if you speak up.
Open. My bad. I'm a devout follower of Corellin. Does that help any? I am a paladin. I trust him.
He's a keeper of the faith. A songwriter and a scholar.
The faith
So not blood. Not
means
bloodletters.
little to me. as I'm sure you're aware. It is a point in your favor that you care about the forest, but I care very little for your god. For any god, really. We are people of nature, and we are happy that there are greater beings out there that provide nature safety and comfort, but we do not pledge allegiance to them. But you may stay, whilst I have a conversation with... He looks down at you and goes to say something. With him. And then afterwards we will decide what will be done with you. May I get your names? He looks at Husker first.
Husker Mayfield.
Husker. Alright. Then over to Gregor.
I'm called Gregor.
Briar.
Briar.
And finally Thal. Is she with you? So like gestures behind you to Avis.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yes.
I don't quite have
Avis.
a flowery term for her. Oh.
And then he goes, right. Alright. Enter. He turns to the two guards and goes, keep an eye on them.
Thank you for your hospitality, sir.
There is food by the fire and water by the tree roots. Treat yourself. I will return momentarily to finish this. I had a point of leaving my tent that I intend to keep. He sort of nods once and turns and starts heading back in the direction of the tent that he left. The guards don't stand next to you. They both return to where they were, but one of them at least is keeping a pretty good eye on you. And you guys can head over to the fire, which there's no one around currently. It's like this fire pit that's like descended a little bit into the ground to prevent it from spreading anywhere, so it can be left untended. But there seems to be like small animals slowly roasting above them.
Unattended. We'll be safe here. Of that I'm sure. Yes.
Is
Yes,
this
I am
place-
certain.
Is this place secret, or like should I avoid mentioning it to other people?
It would be a kindness. I don't think it would become a tourist attraction overnight, but it would be best if you did not tell anyone.
Okay.
For a multitude of reasons. But thou can rest here and we'll be safe.
Here? Like, do we just set up a camp, or?
I suppose you could. Yeah.
Okay. I start pulling out my bedroll to start unpacking it.
No one's probably gonna invite you into their lodge, but
I
shouldn't
didn't
mind.
expect that. Start setting up camp.
Okay.
I think I take a while to set up camp. I'm just like playing with my axe in the dirt, like doing little doodles, thinking about why we're here in the first place anyway.
Oh, you still.
And then I will set up my bedroll.
As you pull out your bedrolls and tap them down, Gregor, you notice that small satchel that you have again. You hear the small clinking of the bottles inside of it. Just something of note because it's so out of place with the rest of your belongings. You keep having to because the straps also broke, so you're having to carry it around. Just something
Can I
of note.
cast
Just
mending on
clutch.
it? Can I cast?
You can, as you cast mending on it, the strap restraps together. But you just notice that the contents together are a few small vials of what you can imagine as the poison, since you saw a similar silvery liquid on it, and a letter. An opened letter within it.
An open letter, okay. I want to take like any kind of, if there's like moss or leaves around, I just want to enclose them around the bottles of what I think are poison.
Yeah, you just
I don't
put
want
like
them,
small bundles of moss inside of it.
right.
Okay, no
And then
problem.
I do want to pull out the letter and read it.
As you pull out the letter, you see a letter in a black envelope with a very dark green black seal upon it of a circle with 7 smaller circles within it. The middle,
Okay.
the slightly biggest one being slightly bigger than the other 3, directly in the middle of the top with 3 flanking it on either side. The letter is the seal hasn't been broken. The letter's just been like cut open from the top across. You take out the letter, and do you want to read it? Actually, first of all, what languages do you know?
Good question. Hello. Common, Elvish, Orc, and Sylvan.
Okay, you don't understand the letter.
Ill-
I do read it?
You
Sorry.
don't understand the letter.
Oh, I don't.
You pull it out and you look over it, and the script is very harsh and rough. Kind of similar to Orcish, but like it's not understandable. Like it's got a similar like hand to it, you could say, but it doesn't quite match up. So yeah, you can't understand it.
I look around to see if anyone's directly looking at me, and as inconspicuously as possible, I hand the letter to whoever's closest to me, maybe Briar first.
Yeah, sure. Briar.
Can any of you guys read this? And I hand it over.
What language do you speak?
On top of the ones he has, Infernal, Dwarvish, and Draconic.
Yeah, you understand it.
Infernal. It's infernal.
It's infernal.
Yeah. I sit down, start reading it. I'll read it out loud to Gregor.
There seems to be a large pad at the top of the letter that seems to have burnt away, even though there is nothing on the envelope. There's no like burns on the envelope, but there is like half of the bottom of the letter left. That reads, the party you're in search of consists of a large grey orcish creature, a green dragonborn, a copper dragonborn, a green-haired elf or human, and a bright yellow birdman.
Is that all it says on it?
No, upon completion of the job, your payment will be waiting in the usual location. I suggest you do not fail us again.
Is there a signature?
Shitty.
At the bottom is the exact same symbol, the large circle containing 7 smaller circles. It's kind of stamped, like burnt into the paper below.
Do I know that symbol?
You've seen it a few times throughout your adventures, but you don't know what it means.
I don't know. Okay.
Figured out, yeah.
Well, that's what it says. So we are
Can't
hunted.
really be surprised.
Who's hunting us though? What? Have you guys pissed anyone off?
I'm sure, but not to this extent. And not in the context of all of us. Something we did.
Think of anything?
When else?
I'll then put this into the notes for you as well. Like put this into the server for you as well.
When else have we seen this symbol? Was it with the demons?
I think it's been a demon-related symbol. In that, like, abandoned manor.
Yeah, you saw it there once. You also saw it somewhere else, and I don't quite remember where it was though. Oh, you
So
saw
what is-
it in the room. You saw it in the tent of the fire giant you just killed.
Oh, fuck.
Interesting.
That's not good. Hey, why does it list 2 different Dragonborns?
I
Yeah.
guess they don't know.
No, it would say or. It says and, right? Or it implies and.
No, yeah, that implies there is 2 Dragonborn.
Yeah, like
It implies there's 2.
well, unless he's lying to us, I think it might just be that they don't know.
Mm.
Right.
Maybe there is another green dragonborn.
Did you get copied?
I don't know. I went in there, I answered some questions. I asked some questions rather, and then I got spat out as copper.
Well,
I'll
they
say
don't.
color, but I don't know if I got copy or not.
They don't know us well enough. Like, they think I might be a human. I think it's just that they've gathered it from tales of our travels, and we were once with a green dragonborn, and now we're with a copper one, so the green one probably fucked off somewhere, you know?
I guess that's true. They really couldn't spot the ears, huh?
Yeah,
They
I know,
couldn't make a
right?
definitive judgment on. I know.
You do wear a, to be fair, you do wear a hood most of the time.
True.
You do wear a lot of disguises.
Yeah, I do.
Give me a
So-
break, okay?
Yeah, you did the quite a bit.
I'm surprised, actually, that there isn't a ginger human on the list. The book.
Look, yeah, there should be.
She's with you
There's
guys
not
a
even a
lot.
book.
She's-
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so we're being hunted.
There's a lot
That's
of crime.
great. Are we keeping that from these people that asked if we were bringing trouble?
Oh, fucking absolutely.
Speaking
Yeah.
of trouble, I don't know if I can stay here in good conscience while I still have this.
One night, and we'll leave in the morning.
Well, what's it you said, Husker? As long as that's there, it's our responsibility.
Don't do this.
Well, I think you're right.
You want to leave now. Go back into the woods where we are definitely hunted. While you are teetering on death's door. Forget about it.
There is a
It
power.
will just be one night.
There's power in
One night.
numbers. There are people here
Yes.
with weapons.
Please let me warn the
It
man
might
in charge, the leader.
be a good
No.
sign of good faith.
Absolutely not. We will be expelled immediately.
Gregor, what's in the rest of the bag?
Nah.
I look in. Looks like. Nanya.
Do this. Don't do this, Greg.
All right. She sort of sits down next to the fire.
None of business.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
He takes another point
That's
of
rough.
exhaustion.
It's dead.
Just before we finish up for the day, hopefully this won't take too long, but the man walks back out of the tent, looks over at Husker and goes, "I'm ready to see you now."
What in there?
My
Oh,
connection
oh.
went poopy for a second.
"Oh, I am ready to see you now." Says the man.
I might have missed something.
That's okay. Are you here now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we
yeah. So the archdruid exits and beckons for you to come into his tent. Are your friends coming?
No, they need to rest.
Hmm. Well, I
They
will
don't-
say they're invited if they wish to. And he dips back into the tent.
You want us there or no?
It's a long story. He
Fine.
needs to. He needs to make himself feel powerful by condescending to me now. It won't be very interesting to watch.
Alright,
Just-
well. Or if you need us, I guess.
Yes, I'll tap the bracelet. Just rest, get something to eat, and yeah, I'll be back. And I follow into the tent.
Okay, as you enter the tent, you see a very familiar sight. Upon entering, you realize that whatever this place is now, this once belonged to Erewhon. You know exactly what this building is like, inside and out. Every chip, every divot, every imperfection and perfection. He sits down at this large oaken table and gestures for you to sit at the other end.
I do.
So where is he?
He's gone.
Should we deafen?
This does up to Songbird, if he wants you to or not. Then no.
Should be up to you, really.
You guys, I trust you guys to not metagame on stuff like this. I don't think this is big enough to warrant it, so
Okay.
you guys just don't know
Sounds good,
any of this information, so bear that in mind. Oh, that is a shame. Was it the results of your departure, or was it unrelated?
I slam my fist down on the table and lean forward. What does it matter? How dare you ask me that?
Don't forget where you are.
Don't tell me where I spent more time in here than you have.
Don't disrespect his belongings by damaging them because you're annoyed. Now answer the question or leave my grove alone.
He was old, you know that.
I am
And
aware.
frightened. It could have happened for any reason. It was a coincidence. It was bad timing. It was got caught in a storm and
Continue, please. I'm enjoying this.
you're enjoying this.
Yes, I'm enjoying you putting your own problems on fate, on nature, when you know for a fact that isn't right. Zarek, stop being a fool.
Don't you ever say that again. That
Good.
is not my name.
If you raise your voice at me once more. Do not paint yourself a fool. You've gotten so good at lying, you managed to convince yourself. It is a shame that he is gone. You are not the only person that cared for him, you know that, right?
What is you want? You want me to beg?
No.
Cry? You're trying to get something out of me. Why don't you just ask for it?
Not everything is a transaction.
Yes, it is.
I wanted to know if you had done the rights, if you had sent him off to the wind like he was supposed to.
I'm working on it.
So no.
I'm working on it. It's complicated.
How long has it been?
It's been at least a decade. I can't remember exactly, but I said complicated.
I didn't ask that question, Zarek.
Test me by saying that.
I will give you one moment to apologize for speaking out of turn again.
Apologize. I brought them here because I thought this would be safe haven. But you've clearly turned it into a point of your own pride. What is this?
He stands up, starts walking towards your side of the table. This is not about my pride. I don't know how long you've been gone for. You have forgotten how this place has always been. This place isn't about me or you. Your friends are entitled to the safest passage that they want. You, on the other hand, took an elder deep into the mountains, got him killed, and then had the audacity to return here in hopes of no retribution from us, from our people. Well,
Then punish me. Punish me then. Do it and get it over with.
is that what you want? You want punishment? So that you
Yes.
feel as if you've been absolved of all prime of all blame.
It'll make you feel better.
It isn't about me feeling better. If I punish you, it would make you feel better. You've ignored him too long. I feel his calls. I feel his pain. And he slams his hand down the table and it's your fault.
No, it isn't. It wasn't my fault. I'm going to make it right. I'm not going to send him to the wind. I'm going to bring him back. I'm going to make it right.
I hate to do this. And he turns and strokes down a central pillar of this old home, carved with different spirits of nature. It faintly glows, and he looks at you. Until you put this right and send him to the wind, nature will no longer be your ally. And you feel a pulse irradiate from the totem pole in the middle. A pulse that you guys all feel outside. A wave of nature, like nature energy. Actually, Thal, you lose 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh fuck!
Nice.
I did it in a very
Only
roundabout
one,
manner.
though.
That's
Thanks.
still pretty good.
And Husker, you lose your druid levels.
Mother.
Whoa.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I deserve that though. Just shaking. Son of a bitch! You have no right. My devotion. My work. You have no right to take it.
I remember a younger bird. One lost. But one devoted. One who did put in the effort. That did put in the time. And one that, if he had met you today, would hate you. After knowing that you were ready to go against nature. To go against your own creeds. To break the sanctity of death. There's a difference between preventing death and even reversing it and causing an old friend to suffer for years and then pulling him and forcing him back into a body that is old and frail. I can tell you right now, Zarek, if you do that, nature will always be your enemy. You may now leave.
Shuffle out. Head down.
A few moments after you shuffle out, he exits, standing tall, looks over to the group, does one nod, and you all, in the 3 of you in the group here, one after the other, because he casts message, so he can't do it all at once. If you need anything, come and see me. You are welcome to stay for a night, and then you must leave. And then he turns and starts walking down one of a side route into another building.
Husker, how are you? Let go.
I'm sorry.
For what?
You should go on without me. rest the night here, and then go on your way. I am a harbinger of misfortune, and I do not deserve to be in your presence. Goodbye. I start to wander away.
I'm gonna run after him.
I'm gonna slowly get up.
But yeah, you're not just exhausted, but you're also on 1 HP.
Yeah, Mans takes
I
a
forgot
second.
about that. Dude.
I'll run after him while Thal's slowly getting
Thal
up.
like slowly.
Like, grab him
I'm
and
gonna keep Thal in place. Hey, you rise, got it.
I'm gonna turn him
Just need to
around.
rest.
Okay, about 10 feet away.
You feel like an old man.
As you're walking away, Husker, you feel Briar grab hold of your arm and like turn you around.
How can you say that? You just
True.
brought my brother back from the dead. You are not useless by any means.
It's not right.
What do you
Everything I
mean?
do is not right.
You're saying him being alive is not right?
No. Dear, I tried so hard to do things right for you all. And I think it might have been one of the only things I did right.
Then keep
But I've
doing it.
done so many awful things I must unright. And I don't even know what I'm supposed to do anymore.
I dropped the accent. Husker. We have all done terrible things. But the only way you can avenge yourself for them is to do good things in their place.
I'm confused and hyped at the same time. I thought that accent was a little hokey. Now we're getting somewhere.
I'm sure all of us have something like that. We're all adults and we've all got a reason for being adventurers. Your reason, it seems, is to avenge yourself.
There's something else I need help with. It's not going to be nice.
Alright. Well, I mean, I like turn myself so we're both looking at Thal and Gregor who like huddled around the campfire. Like,
Yeah, Thal's like trying to pull himself up, and Gregor's just like firmly planted his hands on both shoulders, keeping him on the ground.
I put my
You're
my
getting
hand.
stronger, Gregor.
I put my hand gently on Husker's shoulder and I'm like, I mean, I can't talk for them, but I'm sure that they would happily tell you that they have your back through anything.
I regret the need to ask for help, but in my current state, I look at my back, I can't do it alone.
We'll do what we can, but you need to tell all of us. Come on,
In the morning. In
fine.
the morning,
Let him sleep.
get him this rest.
But you promise you're not running away in the middle of the night, because I don't sleep. I'll see
I
you
would-
go.
I would never. You don't sleep, huh? Your eyes
No.
stay open.
I put my hand on the
Oh.
like small of his back and start slowly pushing him towards the camp.
Oh darn. Oh, shoot.
And then like huddle down and like, how's everyone doing?
God, that's good.
I can't even get up.
Fucking whiplash.
You can't get up? You want a hand?
Nope.
No, he's not supposed to be
My
getting up
God.
right now. He's supposed to
You're
be
not.
resting. Let's all just sit down, crisscross applesauce.
Here's those
That's
push-ups will
fine.
pay off. Proud of you.
The strength to get up is incredibly hard to muster when the strength to stay awake for you, Thal, is just as hard.
Mm.
You can feel like exhaustion means exhaustion. You can feel it like every now and then you like in the quieter times you close your eyes and then someone says something, you force yourself back
Yeah.
awake. But we'll leave the session there for today
As we hunker down.
as you guys sit around a campfire at midday
Yep.
in
And
a
eat the
small.
rats. See, it's the whole day.
Yeah, I agree. At a small grove run by what you can assume is druids.
As a side note, like, are the druids doing like daily chores or work
Yeah.
or whatever?
Some are tanning leather to make into weapons and armor. Some are, cooking. Some are cleaning.
Okay.
Some are actually maintain. You can see a few druids casting spells towards some of the buildings that are falling down to and then the roots from the trees knot into them and reinforce them. Stuff like that. Every now and then, because you're there for the rest of the day, every now and then a few druids come back from a hunting trip in which you see a few small animals that seem to have been ceremoniously killed and brought back in as a respectful way as possible. They're not hung from a big stick. They're being carried on the back of horses and other creatures that you've never seen before. Very pale horses, some with scales down the side and others with other effects that you've seen when Husker transforms into an animal.
Can I
But yeah, doing druidy things.
after 5 or 10 minutes of us all being together around the campfire, to keep myself busy and occupied so I don't have to think about the day, can I just start offering everybody I see help? I can't
Okay.
do druid shit, but I'm like, what can I do for you?
Okay, sure. You start
Please.
running around. We'll
Carry
sort that
this
out next time.
That's
But yeah, one thing of note before I forget, Gregor, this actually,
Yes.
you realise on your way here, this actually isn't too far away from where you grew up.
good. Oh shit!
You never found this place, but
Right.
you're very close.
That's nice. Oh yeah.
Interesting. I'd take note of that as we entered, or as we were getting closer to this area. Maybe I was getting nervous about it, or just anxious.
You're like, how does he know about this?
Right.
It's taking me
Going
home.
to Gregor's mom's house.
Right. So that's just the thing that's going in my mind, going on in my mind.
Okay. And we'll end the session there. Thank you, friends, for joining me
Thank you.
on this storytelling
Dramatic
adventure.
one.
It was a dramatic one. And we'll see you all next week, funnily enough, for a little while, whilst we're between campaigns. This will be going to weekly. Not for very long, but for enough time to make note of it.
Over December.
Pretty much. Which I actually, I want to confirm a few things, but we might have a fun announcement next week. So, see you all next time.
Bye bye.